I hope everybody brought a snack tonight, like a snack and some, I don't know, some beverages, lots of things. I think we're going to have a long break tonight. It's a big new release day today, lots of products, and we're going to just, jump into all of them. How about that? Before we get started breaking, though, there is some information to go over, so we're going to roll on down the line with that. First thing there, of course, is feedback. And I have mine automated. And the reason I bring this up is because it comes up a lot. You would be surprised how often I am asked that question. So here's what it means to you. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. Second thing there, of course, really easy, is just to say thank you. Always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are going to take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night will actually be an off night because, golly, we're breaking a lot of stuff tonight, and I'm going to need some time to start sorting it, right? So nothing on Thursday night, but we'll get back to business on Friday night with a case of Majestic football, another case of Chronicles baseball. We're going to open the first case of Chronicles tonight. That actually says number 1. I forgot to change that last night again. It's actually will be break number 2 of Chronicles on Friday night. Then on Saturday, encased basketball, it is the back half of a case that we started a couple of nights ago. And unparalleled football on Saturday will be a master case. So 2 8-box inner cases, both broken in the same break there for one 16-box break. On Sunday night, we'll start at 8 Eastern, and we're going to break a 12-box case of certified football. That was meant to be a 24-box master case, and I messed it up when I listed it. So it'll be a 12-box inner. On Monday night, we're going to open Optic Baseball. We haven't had a chance to get into that for a while, so we'll revisit it on Monday night. Here's what you need to know about what we're breaking tonight. There's a lot of information on this page. The first thing, shipping. I am going to say I'm estimating that all this will be out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday. Now, some of it I may be able to get out sooner. Some of it may really be Monday. All of it may really be Monday, but I will do my best to get it to you as quickly as I can. And right now, barring anything unforeseen, Monday is my best projected date. Some of these breaks tonight, it is possible that someone might not get anything. They might get skunked. And by that, I mean not pull a base card or anything of any sort. If that happens to you, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. So anytime you do a paid shipping break here with me, if you get skunked, you're still going to get something. Now, the order we're going in tonight. Origins football is up first. Chronicles baseball will be second. National Treasures collegiate football will be third. Archives baseball will be fourth. And once again, I expect this to be a pretty long break tonight. So if you're in one of those third or fourth breaks, you've got probably a little bit of time before we get to you. Meanwhile, starting it off, 16-box case of 2019 Origins football. This, of course, is break number 1. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Wednesday night, the 21st of August. My dad's birthday, by the way. And also, new releases for today. Team names are on the left-hand side, winning bidders across from each one on the opposite side. And a new spreadsheet, of course, will go up before the start of every break. So if you're not in this first break for Origins, don't worry, you're going to get to see your name up there in lights shortly. Final little piece of business before we can start ripping. I changed up the focus. That was intentional. That is why your background went out of focus. But hey, don't sweat it. We're going to be able to see everything we need to see. Gives us a chance to look at the cards up a little bit closer if I tweak that focus a little bit. Jay Allen, you need Marlins, Phillies, and Rangers in archives. Specifically, you're looking for Ichiro. Wow, that's a big hit in Miami. And Hoskins for the Phillies. All right, well, we will do our best to accomplish that. Oh, Mark wishing my dad happy birthday. Well, I'll have to tell him that you wished him a happy birthday tonight in my break. All right. And Jay Allen, you said you can't stay because it's gonna be too late for you tonight. I don't blame you, man. I mean, it is gonna be a long one, and I know you have those early morning hours, so I for sure don't blame you. So Origins, guys, has a single pack per box. So the very first thing we're going to do, you got it, we're going to extract all of those packs from the box so that once we get rolling, we can just go right on down the line. Makes it a little easier. I pretty much always, I'd say 98% of the time, if something is a single pack or just a couple of packs per box, I will go through and take all the packs out before we do anything else, just because it frees up space on the table, and that way once we actually get started on it, we don't have to delay our gratification in between boxes and all, you know. Mark, you need some Redskins tonight. All right, we will have to find, I could have sworn I just cut that. We will find you, hopefully, some Redskins. We'll do our best here. Origins, of course, one of my favorite products. I look forward to this every single year. They started this so in 2016, as the first year Panini had Origins, because, of course, Topps used to do Inception, which was a very similar product. And Topps, their last year that they were licensed to produce football was 2015. So after they lost their license, Panini kind of picked up the slack of what used to be Inception. Well, this didn't used to be Inception because that's made by Topps, but they filled the gap with this product that looks suspiciously like Inception. And has a very similar pack configuration, so we'll just say it like that. Anyway, I was glad they added it to the lineup. It's a cool little product. Each one of our boxes should have one, well, let's just look at it. One on-card rookie autograph and one jumbo rookie patch autograph. That's what we're looking for per box. And then there's obviously a handful of base cards in each pack as well. Some of those will be numbered parallels generally, but obviously not all of them. And as always with Panini, they say on average, which means occasionally they'll mess us up and not give us what they're supposed to give us. And then there's also a few times where a hit gets replaced with a rewards point card. If that happens tonight, then our rewards points card will be given out using random.org, and everybody that's in this break will have a shot at it. Yeah, so is that pronounced Burzball? Probably not. I probably pronounced it wrong, but I'm going to call it that, and you can just kind of chuckle to yourself, hey, dummy, you don't know how to pronounce it. But anyway, you said save all the Redskins for the National Treasures break. Man, that's mean. You can't be hating on Mark. How about we find some for both, right? We find some for Mark here, and then we find some more for Burzball cards, or however you say it. Probably not at all like that, NNT. So I'm just getting a few little sleeves here out on the table, and we're going to rock on, kids. DC Collectibles Archives is not next. Once again, for those of you who did not join us at the top of the break, Origins is first, Chronicles is second, NT Collegiate is third, and Archives is fourth tonight. Long break tonight. So first up, we have numbered to 10 of the Alvin Kamara coming out here for the Saints with one of our base card parallels, at least a low number, to get things rolling. And behind that, to 175, is Jimmy Graham for the Packers. We have some unnumbered base here. That would be Bengals and Redskins. Next up is Miles Sanders for the Eagles, and that is a relic numbered to 199. Then we have a little Easton Stick autograph. Hey, hey, hey. Easton Stick is usually one that if you have the Chargers, you're generally after him. So nice little hard signed Easton Stick autograph for the Chargers. And I thought we were only supposed to have 2 hits in here, but we have 3rd one. So I guess we had 2 autographs in a relic. Is that right? Did I read it wrong on the box earlier? Maybe. Anyway, it is DK Metcalf for the Seahawks, and it is numbered to 99. That is a sticker autograph going with your relic there. Yeah, BC, I would say, given all the stuff that we have to open, I'd say you're safe to wait at least probably an hour and a half to check back, an hour to an hour and a half, before you would have to even think about it, I would imagine. I mean, this break doesn't take a terribly long time, nor does NT. However, it does take a while to get through Chronicles baseball. Sammy Watkins to 299 Kansas City Chiefs. Behind that to 175 is Joe Mixon for the Bengals. We've got some base for the Dolphins and the Raiders. Riley Ridley coming out here for the Bears. And Riley is, of course, the relic. Numbered 2 looks like 199. Mr. Deebo Samuel is going to be our autograph for the 49ers. So hard-signed Deebo. And Alexander Madison for the Vikings. We've got autograph and relic combo. And once again, a sticker on there. I expect all those autograph relic combos are probably going to be stickers. That's my best guess anyway. All right, that is Jimmy Graham for the Green Bay Packers to 299. Behind it is Darius Leonard for the Colts. That was to 175. We have some base for the Jags and the Seahawks. We have another DK Metcalf. We've already seen him in here. We're about to see him again. Oh, that's a cool looking little relic. 3-color to 75 for Seattle. And apparently a Seattle kind of box. You can note there is a little bit of chipping down there in that lower left corner. As usual, many of these do not come out super minty mint and perfect. If I happen to notice it at the time, I will call it out when I do notice it. Gary Jennings Jr., hard signed Seahawks. Here's your Redskins. Yeah, Mark, we got you covered. How about a little Dwayne Haskins? Does that make your life happy tonight? I'm guessing it probably does. That is numbered to 99, 3-color relic, and autograph there for Mr. Dwayne Haskins and the Redskins. So that means we also now have the pressure to hit the Redskins in NT. See, coming up later, since I told First Ball there that we'd have to try to get enough to share the love tonight, right? So puts a little pressure on the mojo. To 175, Justin Tucker and the Ravens. To 199, T.Y. Hilton. I'm sorry, to 299, T.Y. Hilton and the Colts. Some base for the Cowboys and the Giants. Here comes Josh Jacobs and the Raiders. That's a big relic. Numbered to 175. Andy Isabella and the Arizona Cardinals. And Andy is hard signed, unnumbered. And the Rams. We don't want to send the Rams home empty-handed either, do we? There's Darrell Henderson. Excellent relic on that. Sticker auto, numbered to 99. Rams. All right, we've got Khalil Mack. That is to 175 for the Bears. Behind it, Eli Manning to 299 for the Giants. Some base for the 49ers and the Jets. And then we've got what should be a relic on the other side for Paris Campbell and the Colts. Numbered to 75. Devin Singletary, making sure the Bills have something. Once again, I can see some little chipping imperfections down there on the lower edges and corners. That is hard signed and numbered to 99 for the Bills. And Mr. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside for the Eagles. Another nice relic, and sticker auto. Doesn't appear to be numbered on that one. Oh no, you said you never hit and breaks, so there's no pressure. No, man, now I feel like there's even more pressure because I don't want you to not hit. No, of course not. We definitely need to make it work now. Now the mojo's got a boatload of pressure on it. As to 299, Adrian Peterson for the Redskins, and behind it to 99 is Julian Edelman for the Patriots. Base for the Jags and the Cardinals. Devin Singletary has a relic for the Buffalo Bills, numbered 275. It's just white, man. I mean, that could be from any team, pretty much. Couldn't it? I mean, maybe there's a couple. No, every team would have white, if nothing else, at least in the numbers of the uniform or the letters. Little imperfection lower left. Irv Smith Jr., our hard signed out of this box, headed to Minnesota, Another Riley Ridley for the Bears. But that one has a little ink matched up to your relic. And moving on into the next box. Hi, David. You were asking if there were any Chiefs. I would not have remembered, but thankfully Lambeau Leaper does remember and typed it in. He says he thinks there was a Watkins base. I don't remember one way or the other, to be honest with you. Numbered to 299, that is Jamal Adams and the Jets, and behind it to 175 is Matt Stafford and the Lions. There's Sterling Shepard for the Giants, and the Steelers with Juju Smith-Schuster for the rest of our base. For the 49ers, Nick Bosa. It looks exactly like our other white relics, and it is numbered. It's numbered to 175. So, like, why is one totally white swatch numbered higher than another totally white swatch, right? Like, give us a little extra color, Panini. Bad lower corners, right and left. Noah Fant for the Denver Broncos, our hard signed from this box. Here come the Redskins again. We're making Mark really happy tonight. There is Bryce Love, little relic and signature coming out for Washington. And Lambeau, hey, I got your jersey on the way today, so you should have that in your hot little hands pretty soon, by the by. That's to 299, Mariota, Titans. Maybe a little imperfection down there on the lower left on the front of that one. And to 175, David Johnson for the Cardinals. We've got base for the Panthers and the Saints. Here comes Ryan Finley, the man who shows up in every product for, like, usually in multiples, for the Bengals. And it's to 175, but thank goodness, at least not a white relic. That time a solid black one. I'll take it. TJ Hawkinson for the Lions. Always like hitting this guy. I think he's going to be good. The Raiders, Oakland. Stars of Hard Knocks, Hunter Renfrow. Nice patch and sticker auto. David, you said you haven't hit any Chiefs on any new stuff in at least 3 months? Oh, man. Guys, what did we break last night? We hit a Pat Mahomes out of what last night? Donruss Football, as a matter of fact. We had a Pat Mahomes autograph to 25 last night out of Donruss Football. And maybe some other Chiefs in there too, I think. So we haven't really had a Chiefs drought here particularly. That's to 175, Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals. And that is numbered to 299. It is Marvin Jones for the Lions. Our base is Chargers and Cardinals. We have a relic hit for Tony Pollard and the Cowboys, who by all accounts has been quite good in the early season. That is numbered to 99. Drew Lock and the Broncos, bad lower left and a little ding on the lower right, but primarily lower left on the back. Andrew is numbered to 99. Busted up his thumb in the preseason, but I think he'll be good to go by starter regular. Redemption sits right up there in housekeeping. At the very end of the break, we will flip it over, along with any other redemptions we might happen to find along the way. And at that point, we'll also go to the Panini website and verify the teams and what it's numbered to and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, this is Ezekiel Elliott and the Cowboys to 299. Juju Smith-Schuster to 99 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. My Steelers. Some base for the Bears and the Colts. Will Greer manages to make an appearance here for the Panthers. Another just black relic, numbered to 99. I guess I shouldn't have complained about the all-white ones, because now we've just switched to all black ones, haven't we? Oh, boy, boy, boy. Cody, you were in an Origins break earlier and hit 2 RPAs and 1 card auto of Mecole Hardman Jr. in one case. Wow. Damian Harris comes out, numbered to 99 for the Patriots. And we've got ourselves another redemption. So we'll add it to our little pile up there in housekeeping. Mark, you were in another break where they had a 1 of 1 in the case for all 6 rookies in the same case. Wow, that's pretty crazy. And somebody saw a laundry tag 1 of 1 of Mecole Hardman Jr. pulled today too. It's to 299, Jimmy G and the 49ers to 175, Darnold and the Jets. Some base for the Eagles and the Giants. Here comes a Daniel Jones relic for the New York Giants, numbered to 199. Mr. Benny Snell Jr. for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, apparently I got the wrong size sleeve, so let's just try that again. There we go. And Benny Snell is numbered as well to 99. So Pittsburgh with an on-card signature. Eagles, Miles Sanders, and numbered to 75. Got a 4-color relic if we count our gray seam there, which I will. And then, of course, the autograph. That's got, I guess that's just like a thread or something there on your relic. There's a little thread or fuzzy or something in there. All right, so guys, looks like some more people have jumped in that weren't here when we started things out, so we'll kind of run down the lineup again. So it is Origins that we are breaking right now. Then comes Chronicles Baseball. Then comes National Treasures Collegiate Football. Then comes Archives Baseball, in that order. That is to 175 for the Colts and Andrew Luck. And to 299, there is Eli Manning and the Giants. Our base heads to the Vikings and the Dolphins, and unbelievably, another Dwayne Haskins for the Redskins. This one, I suspect, going to be a relic only, but still, nice little haul so far tonight to 199 for the Redskins. Riley Ridley and the Chicago Bears, hard-signed autograph headed your way if you've got the Bears tonight. Irv Smith Jr. and the Vikings. And Irv is not numbered, but pretty cool with that big patch there and all that fun stuff. And Mickey, hey Mickey, thank you for jumping in there and answering Mike's question too. I appreciate that. Sometimes you guys see it in chat before I glance over and see it, so always appreciate the help. Tom Brady to 99 for the Patriots. Myles Garrett to 299 for the Browns. We've got base for the Ravens and the Raiders. Here comes Kyler, but it's going to be just a relic, I believe, for the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, yes, the ever-present solid white relic to 175. Next up comes Miles Boykin for the Baltimore Ravens. And that is numbered to 99, hard-signed autograph. Devin Singletary, Buffalo Bills. Devin should be relic and autograph. And it is for the Bills. All right, we've got 3 packs left, which is representative, of course, of 3 boxes. 1 pack per box. So we are 13 down and 3 to go right now. All right, that is Dak Prescott, numbered to 99 for the Dallas Cowboys. Then to 299, Ezekiel Elliott. We've got some base for the Raiders and the Falcons. A relic coming out for N'Keal Harry and the Patriots. Oh, imagine that. Solid white to 175. Nick Bosa. This is going to be a nice one because it's going to be on card signed for the 49ers. I like that hit. Nick's autograph hadn't been coming out a whole lot. Panthers. You hit a Will Grier earlier. Now you've got this handsome looking card for Will Grier and the Panthers. Okie dokie. This is Amari Cooper to 299. Cowboys. Joe Mixon to 5 for the Cincinnati Bengals. So that's our lowest number card out of the whole break at the moment, is the Joe Mixon. Then we have Adam Thielen, Vikings, Aaron Donald, Rams for our base. A Devin Singletary relic for the Buffalo Bills, numbered to 175. another white one. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Eagles, baby, with an inscription on it. Nice. That is to 25. Receiving Stars Signatures is what the card set is. That's a pretty cool little hit right there for J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Another Redskin. Right now, I'm like kind of feeling a little bit bad. I mean, good that we hit all the Redskins in here. And I'll feel really good if we can hit some in NT also. If we don't hit any in NT, I'm going to then feel bad for the person who said save some for NT. This is numbered to 75, Bryce Love again. So the Redskins absolutely taking a haul tonight. We have got 1 left to go, so you know what that means. Yes, indeed. It is last box mojo time. And I saved this pack for last for a reason. Because when I felt it, it felt thicker than normal. Like, could we have a booklet in it? I kind of think we do. So that's why I set it off to the side. We'll see if I'm right or wrong, but I thought we might. Andrew Luck to 175 for the Colts. To 299, that's Myles Garrett and the Browns. Then we have base for the Browns and the Seahawks. Unbelievably, here comes another Redskin. I mean, a crazy amount of Redskins. Terry McLaurin with a relic numbered to 99. At least it's not solid white. We do have a booklet. Ha ha ha, told you. I was pretty sure that I felt that. All right, so we have got 3 redemptions that we're going to flip over there in a minute, and we'll check all that out. But before that, we have got to take a look at our booklet. Oh boy, 6-star signatures. So you know what that means. This will end up having to go out by way of random, which will just kill me. I hate having to do that. It's numbered to 10 because it means somebody's going to be unhappy. Got a little bit of a bad corner up there, and actually both upper and lower corners are kind of slightly imperfect, as a little bit on the edges. And yeah, Kyler Murray, Nick Bosa, Daniel Jones, T.J. Hawkinson, Dwayne Haskins, and Noah Fant. Holy moly, kids. I mean, that's like, yeah, right? So here is what you need to know about this, because I'm not going to open it up again, so we're going to do it right now while it's open. So the first thing you need to know is that to take this outright, someone has to own 51% or more of the cards of the teams, which means that you would have to own 4 of the 6 if you want to take this outright. The second thing you need to know is if nobody takes this outright, these are going to be listed in the order they appear on the card when we get to random, which would mean it would go in Cardinals, 49ers, Giants, Lions, Redskins, and Broncos in that order, okay? And then we would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 would not count. It will only be the third and final random that would be the determination on where that goes. Meanwhile, give me a hot second here because I want to put this in something else for the moment. So hang on one second. All right, because I can't, it doesn't really go very easily in a sleeve or anything like that. And so I'm just going to put it for the time being. And it will actually ship in this too, but I'll fancy it up a little bit. But we're going to keep it in that little 2-part case right there to make sure that it stays all nice and happy. Now we will flip some redemptions, and then we will give that out, and then we will recap. So that's what's coming up here in the next couple of seconds, all right? All right. We have got Paris Campbell, so that's going to be the Colts rookie jumbo patch autographs, followed by A.J. Brown, which will be the Titans rookie jumbo patch autographs, followed by Benny Snell Jr. rookie jumbo patch autographs, and that will be the Steelers. And oddly enough, we found some Benny Snell in here live, and then obviously also have some redemptions. So there you go. But let's go ahead and I'll set those there. Let's go ahead and get to the Panini website and get all these verified and find out what, if anything, they are numbered to. So that's going to be our first order of business here. Let me get you on the same page that I am on. And we can get this much squared away. And origins. What did I say these were? Jumbo, what did I say they were? Rookie jumbo patch autographs. Okay. Rookie jumbo patch autographs. And they didn't, yeah, all right. They didn't have any colors after them, I don't think. All right, so Paris Campbell is card number 115. There you see him. It is Colts. It does not have a number over there across from it, so that means just that it's an open, unnumbered edition. Now, if you look slightly up from that at card number 114, you will see the A.J. Brown redemption for the Titans, as expected. And it looks like all of these are open edition, unnumbered. And then we've got to scroll down to number 128 to see Mr. Benny Snell Jr. for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so I'm getting all those labeled up. That part is done. Now then, we got to work on the booklet, don't we? Yes. That is a beautiful booklet. And it's going to make me so sad that only one person's going to be happy out of this. So first we're going to see if anybody happens to own 51% or more, which means you'd have to own 4 of the 6 teams, okay? So the Arizona Cardinals, that is, I'm going to call that Micus. That's probably wrong, but we're going to go with that. We have Logic Boy for the 49ers, the Giants, Boss Time, the Lions. The Lions up here, that is LOH 472. So there's no way anybody's going to have the amount, but we'll go ahead and look at the rest here. Mark Loves New York has the Redskins, and then our Broncos, which is the last, is Logic Boy. So he came the closest with 2 of the 6, but not enough to take the 51%. So let's head back over this way. We're going to go into random.org. Now, the way random works, as I explained to you earlier, I'm going to type them in the order that they are on the card. I do random 3 different times when we have 9 or fewer items in a list. So the first 2 times we hit random, it's not going to count. It is only the 3rd random that will be the final one that makes the decision as to who gets that card. All right, so it goes in Cardinals, 49ers, Giants, Lions, Redskins, Broncos, And who was last on there? Or was that all of them? Is that all of them? Who did I leave out? 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all of them, and then isn't it? We only have no. Do we only have 6 on there? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, Cardinals, 49ers, Giants, Lions, Redskins, Broncos. Yeah, that's it. All right. So good luck to our team owners of that, and we are going to remember the third random is the one that counts, okay? So ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here comes the third and final. There you'll see 3 times our date and time stamp. It goes to the Giants. The New York Giants taking that one home. And that, kids, is a heck of a hit. So that is this booklet, which I'm not going to open up again to put any additional wear on the spine, but it did go to the Giants, the Daniel Jones position, and I'm just going to write on this case here because it's ultimately going to ship in this case, but just with a little extra oomph in there to keep it nice and safe. So the Giants getting our booklet, our very, very nice booklet. Then our 3 redemptions are headed to the Steelers, the Titans, and the Colts. We verified those, of course, online using the Panini website to make sure I had the teams right. The Bengals to 5, the Steelers to 99, and the Saints to 10. Those are the lower numbered things that we found. Certainly there are other hits in there with higher numbers or parallels or whatever you want to call them, but we're only recapping the lower ones. Now, our relics and autographs recap time. So that is Redskins followed by, the Redskins. And the Eagles, that's to 25, another low one. The Buffalo Bills, the 49ers. And who is this? Oh, that's the Patriots, N'Keal Harry. I was like, I didn't recognize that player there for a second. All right, next up, it's the Ravens and the Cardinals, the Bears, the Eagles, the Giants, the Patriots, the Panthers, Bengals, 49ers, Bears, Vikings, and Bills. Continuing onward, it is Eagles, Bills. This is the Colts, the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Raiders. The Panthers, the Bills, the Vikings, the Redskins, Steelers, Broncos, Cowboys, Raiders, and Lions. Redskins, Broncos, Redskins, Seahawks, Vikings, Niners, Bears, Seahawks, Chargers, and Eagles. All right, so there is Origins locked and loaded. All right, and so Brian, you're saying, what are you asking me there is how can you tell what has been redeemed? Well, if you get a redemption, you have to just scratch off that little, that little silver box that you saw on the front of those cards. If you scratch off that little silver box, then there will be a number, a code, whatever you want to call it, underneath there. And you go to the Panini website and you go to the redemptions area and you enter that little code, and then it'll kind of walk you through the rest of it. All right. Now, we are moving on down the line here. So, once again, for those of you who may have jumped into the break midstream tonight, my anticipated shipping date for what we're opening tonight is Monday. If I can get it sent out to you faster than Monday, I will gladly do so. But barring any unforeseen circumstances right now, that is my best estimate. We've just completed Origins. Chronicles Baseball is next. National Treasures Collegiate will be our 3rd break tonight. Archives Baseball, our 4th break tonight. If in any of these breaks you get completely skunked, and by that I mean you do not hit anything, not a base card, not one single thing, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation card or cards in it. So that's how we're rocking along here tonight. So this is a 16 box case of Chronicles baseball. Also, of course, came out today and ended tonight on eBay the 21st of August. Same format, team names on one side, eBay user IDs across from the respective teams on the opposite side. And let me check here real quickly and make sure, see if we're all paid up here on Chronicles or if we've got anything hanging out there. No, it looks like we're all paid up on Chronicles. There's only actually 2 unpaid things right now, and neither of them are in here, so hooray. It's one less thing we have to worry about, right? All right, let me get Chronicles up on the table and we'll start rolling through this. If I can pry them all out of here, that is. They're not wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, so Chronicles. We are looking for 3 autographs and 1, whoops, you can't see that, can you? 3 autographs. Can you see it? No, it's just not wanting to show up. Anyway, 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box is what we're looking for in here. Of course, one of the things that is interesting about this product really goes well beyond just the autographs and the memorabilia in the fact that there are loads of parallels in here. And they are from brands that Panini doesn't usually produce for baseball, and sometimes they're for brands that maybe once upon a time were produced for baseball and haven't been produced since. So there's all kinds of fun stuff we can find here in Chronicles. And I believe new this year, if I recall correctly, we are looking for, I think it is guaranteed, 2 Spectra base cards in every box. So that's a new thing. We always found Spectra in here, but having the 2 guaranteed per box, I think, is kind of the new thing. Now, because there are so many parallels, and there probably a lot of it will be numbered, but it will be hard to tell, as you know, until we come across it. Most of this stuff, unless it is, you know, pretty low numbered, I will not sleeve until after the fact, because if I stop and sleeve everything that I will maybe ultimately sleeve as we go, we will be here all night. So just FYI, that's kind of how that's going to work. So as you can see, there's going to be probably more inserts in here than there are Chronicles base cards. So there we've seen Limited and Ascension. This is an example of what a Chronicles base card looks like this year. This particular one is numbered to 50. It's Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays. And here's our first autograph out. It is numbered to 99, and it is on the Absolute card set. And it's headed to the Cardinals, St. Louis, with Daniel Ponce de Leon. So there's our first autograph. Then we've got loads of these too. Crusade. We'll find plenty of them. Most of them probably will be numbered. That one is to 199. Let's see what else we've got that we can find in here. There's classics. Here's more limited. That was a Pete Alonso. This is Panini Baseball. The card set is literally just Panini Baseball. And that is, oh boy, Darwinzon Hernandez. Did I butcher that? Don't answer that. I'm sure I did. Anyway, it's headed for the Astros. That's the important part. Some Phoenix. This is, what is that? It says Titan on it. I don't ever remember seeing this card set before. I don't ever remember there being Titan baseball. That's numbered to 299. Maybe that was before my time. I don't know. A little certified coming out. And this card set is, what is that card set? Status. I always forget about Status. There's more classics. This is Timeless Treasures. More, that's Playoff. There's one of our Spectra base cards, Pete Alonso on this one, and it is numbered to 99. More Crusade. Here's Obsidian, and those are new this year to show up along the way. That's one of the things advertised on the box there as well. And there's some rated rookies like a Donruss, just flagship kind of hit. More Chronicles, Rookies and Stars. A Chronicles Relic, a base Chronicles Relic. Cubbies and Schwarber. So basically, after we go through this first box, and, you know, obviously I'm kind of talking about the different names as we go through this very first box. In subsequent boxes, we're going to kind of move a little quicker, right? Because instead of stopping and, you know, talking about every single new thing that we see, we will have probably covered most of what we're going to see by the time we get through this first box. So we'll kind of rock on down the road so that we're not here all night, and those of us and those who might be waiting, right, on other breaks beyond this one won't have to be here all night either, hopefully. Oh, Cornerstones. Man, I love Cornerstones. That's numbered to 99. It's a really nice thick card. Kyle Tucker for the Astros. And I am not, let's see, is that too thick to go in a sleeve? It's iffy. It's iffy. So I think we'll kind of go ahead and maybe, for the time being, we'll put him in a two-piece box as well. And then I'll see later if I've got another sleeve that he might feel at home in. But for now, he's going to sit there. There's Contenders Optic. We hadn't seen it yet until right then. Another Rookies and Stars, Timeless Treasure. Here's our second Spectra out of this box. And it is for the Diamondbacks, John Duplantier. Next up is a little Contenders Optic that is Pete Alonso that happens to be a refractor, so, or a prism. A prism and a refractor, by the way, are the same thing. I'm probably going to say refractor as much as I say prism, unless I can remind myself. That Crusade is numbered possibly. No, maybe not. I guess not. For Sean Anderson. And there you go. So that's an idea of the kind of stuff we're going to be finding here in Chronicles. And as I said, in these subsequent boxes, we are going to go a little bit faster through them. So Derek, you're looking for some fire in general. Mickey, you are looking for some Rangers. And then, oh, Brian, no, I don't scratch the code. I'm just rolling back up through here. Oh, no, I definitely don't scratch the code off. That needs to be done by the person who gets the redemption, because once that code is revealed, anybody could type it in and get the card. So no, you always send those redemptions intact, and then the person who receives it, you know, will scratch it off. And then you enter it on when you go to the Panini website, somewhere on there is an option for redemptions, and that's just where you would go and type it in, and then it will walk you through the rest of the process. And if it were numbered, it would tell you, you know, what it would be numbered to. But of course, we know those are not numbered because we checked that out on the Panini website, and it showed it as an open edition. DC Star, there are no unsold teams here in Chronicles. We are all good here. And Stang Lover is happy because he got some Titans and Patriots hits in the last break, so he's feeling pretty good going into this one. And looking for Diamondbacks, which we already hit a Spectra for. There's Vlad Guerrero Jr. Spectra. Once again, those should fall out 2 per box this year. A little Pete Alonso Crusade. That was a prism, but it was not numbered. And once again, I'm going to wait and sleeve the majority of this stuff after the fact, because otherwise we will be here all night since we have so many other breaks to do. And there's Colby coming out on our second Spectra. That one, of course, for the Atlanta Braves. Matthew, yeah, I think it has to do with the latency settings about the rewind capabilities. And if you change the latency settings, that will allow that feature, but also it can cause more buffering and other problems while viewing. So I've elected to just go with the default on that. There is Eloy comes out for the White Sox with a little triple relic on the Absolute card set. Here's another Titan, and that is a prism for Yusei Kikuchi for the Mariners. Whoops, hang on now. Somebody was sticking on the back there of Altuve, so let's go ahead and see who was trying to hitch a ride. It is Chris Bryant for the Cubs. I would have thought that might have been numbered, but I don't see a number on it, so I guess it isn't, but it looked like it should be numbered, didn't it? I kind of thought it did. More Obsidian. Another Spectra, and that is Juan Soto for the Nationals, and it is numbered to 99. Had a little speckle on it as well. More Titan. The only thing I don't like about this set is because there are so many different types of cards, and some of them have a lot of that curvature to them because of the coating on them. I don't like it because they kind of slide around and don't, they kind of go crazy. They don't go as nicely as I would like when you're setting them down. There's Kevin Newman for the Pirates. There's another Titan for Kikuchi. That one is numbered to 50, it looks like. And you said one of the Crusades was numbered. Jason, yeah, there are probably, I didn't call out the number maybe on one of them, but yeah, if you guys, sometimes you may see them. I may not call them out if they're higher numbers. But always, thank you, yes, for pointing that out. And if you need to look at something again, it's always best to jump in and tell me like immediately before it gets stacked off somewhere. There's Mitch Keller for the Pirates, especially because there is a tad bit of a delay in between the time that you type it into chat and the time that it shows up on my side. So just FYI, you guys probably already know that, but in case you don't. Derek, you have the Brewers and the Giants. Brian's looking only for the Yankees. Allie's here. Hi, Allie. And Hootie Hoot has joined us for looking for the Reds and the Twins. And Allie, you've got the Marlins tonight. All right. Well, let's see what we can do for everybody in there. Hopefully find something good for everybody. That's part of the cool thing about this product is it's not necessarily all about the autographs and relics. Oftentimes you can, oh my goodness, sorry. Oftentimes you can do quite well with the parallels. I want to take a look at the ones that just slid out of the pack and out of my hand there to make sure they're okay. We're going to look at them separately. That's a Justice Sheffield for Studio. It looks to be fine. This guy is another one, and that is Yadier Molina, and he looks to be all right. This Crusade for Gleyber Torres, it's not numbered, and he doesn't seem to have any ill effects. And I don't think this guy was part of that, but we're going to go ahead and look at him anyway. It's Chris Paddock for Contenders Optics. So a few of those guys tried to jump the line there. So when that happens, I do like to stop and look at them a little more closely to make sure there's nothing that we have to worry about in there. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often, but every once in a while, unfortunately, I do every once in a while have it happen. This is Josh James for the Astros. It is numbered to 99, cornerstones again with the 4 relics and the hard signed autograph. And I don't have any more of those little hard boxes with me right now, but we're going to put him right up in that same area, and I will get him secured there shortly. This is numbered to 99, Corey Kluber, Contenders Optic. The rest of those little boxes are downstairs, and I don't want to go that long and leave you guys sitting. But he will be safe on the sorting side of things until such time as we finish the break. Juan Soto and the Nationals, Boys of Summer, that says, for our card set, America's Pastime. That's a really cool looking card. It's numbered to 25, and I guess this is it's just a Chronicles is the card set. So this is like a Chronicles original, if you will. And I like that. It's a nice looking card. They've definitely come a very long way with the Chronicles base set from where it was year one. You guys remember what it looked like year one? Wasn't nearly this nice. Trevor Richards, there's one for your Marlins. A little autograph headed your way from Miami. And here's a Contenders Optic Prism for Trout, high numbered, but to 299. That one to excuse me, that one was to 99. There's a Prism for Tatis, a Titan Ichiro, some Obsidian. This is numbered to 199 for Aaron Judge. That's pretty cool. This is Jonathan Davis with a nice patterned Spectra card, and it is numbered to 25. So no wonder, right? Anytime you get the cool patterns, they're usually going to be numbered a little bit on the lower side. Allie, that's who you were looking for with the Marlins? All right, well, awesome. Well, you said that's my boy, so I'm assuming that means that's who you were looking for. I did do a little assuming there, didn't I? But either way, it sounds like you're happy with the hit, so I am glad of that. The Oakland A's and Matt Chapman bringing home a relic out of Hometown Heroes card set, which the last I remember of Hometown Heroes was probably produced like around 2013-ish. Does anybody remember it being produced after 2013? Maybe it was, and I just don't remember it, but sports ball cards, you said, or I should say sports ball cards, Texas cards to be precise. You said your Astros and Nats are killing it so far. Mickey said you haven't seen much go through for the Rangers. Well, the good news is, guys, this is a 16-box case, right? So we still have most of the boxes. We're not even close to halfway through yet. This is only, I think, box number 4 that's coming out of the wrappers right now. So after we look through this, we'll still only be a third of the way through. So if you haven't seen what you're looking for your team yet, it's for sure too early to get worried with this many boxes left and this many parallels. Because again, you know, a lot of times the parallels are going to be worth as much to you depending on the player and the parallel, but some of those can be worth more than the autograph and relic hits, honestly. That is an Obsidian Ty France for the Padres autograph. And here comes Titan with a wave pattern on it for Jose Altuve and the Astros. You saw that was numbered to 199. And what do we have here? A Padre and Chris Paddock. So the Padres have a couple come out, both Obsidian, both autographed, out of the same box, numbered to 99 for Mr. Chris Paddock, who I think's been pitching pretty well, hasn't he, this year, I think? Padres played my Reds earlier today, but It was during the daytime. I had so much sorting and shipping and things to do. I didn't even have an opportunity to watch it. I don't even know what the score was, actually. Been crazy busy today. Reese McGuire and the Toronto Blue Jays for our Spectra card there. And there's a little Reese Hoskins for the Phillies. Philly. I do like Obsidian. I wish they would produce that for every sport. They brought it out, was it last year, guys, or year before last when Obsidian came out for football? I think they are bringing it to basketball, though, coming up soon. This is on the Absolute card set. It's for the Indians, and it is Eric Haas for your autograph. I don't know if that's going to be numbered for Phoenix. Yes, it is. High numbered, though, to 299. Whoops, we've got somebody on the back of Timeless Treasures. And who was it hanging out back there? It was a Diamondback for Stang Lover, it sounds like, to 99 with John Duplantier. I think, Stang Lover, you said you had Diamondbacks in here. And there's another Juan Soto Spectra. It's got a bad lower left corner, if you can see. That's, I mean, not terrible, but it does have a little bit of an imperfection, little chipping kind of down there on that back lower left for Mr. Soto and the Nationals. Dirty Dog, you have not missed National Treasures. It will be after we conclude Chronicles here. Michael Kopech comes out for the White Sox. That's Cornerstone's a relic only on that one, numbered to 49. And a Titan Jose Altuve, followed by a little certified and a little more certified. All right, kids. So now we have opened, what, 4, right? And we have 12 left, counting the one that's coming out of the wrappers right now. So we're right now still a long ways to go before we get through this case. A fourth of the way through, I guess, technically. Oh, you're asking who the very first autograph was? Gosh, I don't remember, actually, who the first one was that we saw out of here tonight. So there is Spectra. I think that pattern might be called Scope, and it is Eloy. It's numbered here to 49 for the White Sox. It also has a little ding down there on that lower left corner, so sometimes when you see several with a little ding in the same place, it's indicative of some kind of production issue, which we all know we see that happen more than we would like, perhaps. So there's another Absolute card set autograph and another one for the Padres. Brett Kennedy. Padres are collecting quite a little haul these days. There's Biggio on Titan, and there's a Reese Hoskins high number parallel to 199. Spectra. And that is also the Padres. Crazy, right? A lot of Padres all of a sudden tonight, seems like. Maybe not all of a sudden. Maybe I just noticed them more. J.D. Martinez. Spectra. Red Sox. See what I mean, though? These just like, they spin all over the place because they have all these various coatings on them, and they kind of curve up and then they spin, and it's just crazy. I wish they would not do that so much, so I have to keep them in kind of small stacks to make sure everybody stays safe and sound. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Toronto Blue Jays, Hometown Heroes relic. Fernando Tatis Jr. on a Contenders Optic Prism. Brent Honeywell. Ooh, that's nice. Spectra, Relic, and Autograph. Oh, yeah, that's very cool. What's that number to? 25 on it. And I'm looking, and again, you can see some kind of little white imperfections. They're really minor, guys, but they are there. And so when I see them, I do have a tendency to call them out. That's the Tampa Bay Rays, by the way. For if I didn't say it, for Brent Honeywell, he's a Ray. I may have said it, but since I can't remember if I said it, I said it again. I got distracted momentarily by the little corners. Allie, you said you think one of the early autographs we pulled out was for Texas and maybe for Mickey? All right, cool. I honestly do not remember. But that, of course, is why we recap it at the end. Because my memory would never, ever hold all the things we see in a night. And it used to be when we had really big nights like this, I would have probably tried to break almost everything in a half case to get it all in. And I just decided, you know what? We're going to just have to start gutting these out and just working our way through them, even if it means it's long breaks. But Spectra, Chavez, Michael Chavez, Red Sox. But they just continue, man, to do these releases where you get a zillion products in one day. Was that? Hang on a second. Yeah, that was numbered. I thought it was. To 199, Kyle Freeland. Meanwhile, how about another Spectra that is a jersey and an autograph, and it's headed to Toronto for Jonathan Davis. And he may be, again, with some really minor stuff down there on the corners and things on the back. Titan, White Sox to 75, Kopic. Next up, we have, it seems like there are a lot of absolute card set autographs in here, doesn't it? And it is Pablo Reyes for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates and Reds will be coming up again pretty soon. We'll have to see. That's to 99. If we have any more brawls like we had the last time. Of course, since Puig and some of our guys have moved on, then maybe not. He didn't instigate it, okay, at all. But he definitely kind of kept it going there towards the end. No, Amir Garrett totally charged the dugout all by himself, too. I mean, like a man just charged into there. Had a boatload of him hanging off of him. That is numbered to 50, Evan Longoria and the Giants. And he just finished serving his 8-day suspension so hopefully, he will not brawl again with them. Because, man, come on, we don't need that. Although I was kind of proud of him for charging in there, I have to say that. But he doesn't need to do it again. Garrett Hampson, another Spectra rookie jersey autograph. And Garrett, of course, is Colorado Rockies, same as the others, guys. Imperfections on the edges. And here we've got a little, looks like a little bit of the coating maybe bubbling up even off that bottom edge. So, yeah, it's always interesting when the Reds play the Pirates. There's a lot of kind of bad blood there. Spectra Cole Tucker. And that is the Pirates. And part of it is just we meet so often, you know? And then that causes any like lingering resentment. It doesn't have time to kind of dissipate and go away, I don't think, because we play each other so often. So it like just carries over. So if they were mad at you the last time, they're going to be mad at you the next time and kind of bean you again, that sort of deal. And that's how you end up with bench clearing brawls, isn't it? So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Personally, I don't mind a little brawling here and there. Although the 8-game suspension was a little tough to swallow. Oh, that's cool. Shohei on there. I like these, the score ones anyway, with the big heads on them. I think they're pretty cool. Spectra, rookie jersey autographs coming our way again. And that is Jake Bowers in the Indians. Same as, guys. Corners, not perfect. Numbered to 199. Up there you'll see in the upper right corner that was. Spectra with what I believe is probably called the sparkle or the speckle pattern, most likely. It's numbered to 99, and that is Jose Altuve in the Astros. I think Panini is sparkle, right? On that pattern, it's tops, I think, that calls it speckle. Tampa Bay Rays. You are bringing home Adam Kolarek. Another one on the absolute card set. That seems to be the default this year, doesn't it? A bit. Had a lot. That was to 99 on the Chris Bryant. Had an extraordinary amount, really, of the absolute card set autographs. More so than I would have thought, considering. But hey, that's all right. We'll take it. Laureano to 25 for the Oakland A's on the Obsidian card set. Very nice, Ramon Laureano. It's another Crusade, high numbered again, Ohtani. And how about Noah Syndergaard for the Mets? Can't remember. We found all of our autographs out of here. I guess we hadn't found all of our relics anyway, or our relic, I should say. I think there's one per box. That's Mr. Rizzo for the Cubbies. Piece of the baseball bat. And a little Bryce Harper Phoenix that is a prism as well. All right, we have 9 to go. That is including the one that's coming out of the wrappers right now. So after we look through this one, we will be halfway through this case after we look through the ones that are coming out of the wrappers right now. All right, we have got the Detroit Tigers with Lugo. Autograph number 1 from this box. Season ticket, that is Eloy. It is numbered to 199. It's Contenders Optic in the wave pattern. And a red parallel. And, oh, that's cool. I think this is another one that's going to be a Chronicles only, right? But like our Boys of Summer, this one is America's Pastime. It is numbered to 99. Taylor Ward for the Angels. And guess what? That's really cool. I like that very much. They did a nice job with those cards, I think. Walker Buehler. Walker's on the mound tonight for the Dodgers, as a matter of fact. This is numbered to 99. Got a little corner issue down there, lower left. And a nice dual threat Spectra relic for Walker and the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani. There's actually been a lot of Ohtani in here. I've just noticed as he goes by, it's quite a bit. Spectra base, I believe this is the second one we've had for Colby, isn't it? And the Braves, I think it is. Out of the Spectra base, I mean. Jordan Alvarez. Oh, boom, and it is signed. Astros. With Jordan Alvarez, that is a sweet little hit right there, kids. Is not numbered. Doesn't appear to be numbered, but I don't really care. That's still a really nice hit. I mean, even though it's not numbered, that's still a really nice hit. I would like for it to have been, but I don't even care that it's not. It's such a... I like that kid. He's been just lights out, too. He's really been playing well all season. How about Vlad Guerrero Jr., Spectra, Blue Jays. Ozzy in the Atlanta Braves, that is Contenders Optic, and a Prism parallel for it. That box is in the books. So we are 50% of the way through this case of Chronicles at this moment in time. Haha, sports ball cards. You liking that Alvarez, right? Haha. He says, holy crap, that was unexpected. Yeah, man, it's always good to pull Alvarez. Like I said, whether it's numbered or whether it's not, I still think that's a great hit. Yeah, Derek, there are always lots of rookies in Chronicles. That's actually part of the fun of Chronicles, is chasing the rookies across all the parallels. So, trying to find it in Spectra and Obsidian and Contenders Optic and Limited. And, every year, it seems, they add additional parallel options. Some of them, of course, much more common than others. But if you try to, even if there's a rookie you really like and you try to chase all the... It's not exactly the rainbow, but it's the same concept as the rainbow. If you tried to chase all their parallels out of Chronicles... that's a pretty fun little chase, I think. Everybody's got their own opinion of it, of course, but that's one of the reasons I happen to really like the product. Dylan Peters comes out for the Miami Marlins. How about that? With the Boys of Summer. And it is numbered to 25. So your Marlins are actually coming through pretty well for you tonight. Allie, you're kind of hanging in there with your Marlins, aren't you? Getting some nice hits. Here's a Crusade Pete Alonso. Should be fairly low numbered, and it is to 99, so not quite as low as I thought it would be, but still in all, nice little Pete Alonso. Of course, that kid's another rookie that's just been crushing it. Derek, you said you see lots of Yelich cards going by, too, in addition to seeing a lot of Ohtanis go by. Yeah, I mean, for sure. There's veterans in here. There's no question about that. Definitely a lot of veteran presence in here, too. But I was just saying, from the rookie side of it, I like to chase them across things. Speaking of Pete Alonso and the Mets, this is out of the Contenders card set. Actually, all four corners on this one, guys, have some minor imperfections. But you probably don't care if you have the Mets, because you just hit Pete Alonso to 50 on there with a nice little season ticket autograph. So very cool couple of hits coming out here really recently. That was to 199, so fairly high numbered. This should be fairly low numbered. It is Mr. Mike Trout and the Angels. And yeah, it's to 10. So, low indeed. with the Angels. Derek, you need some Castanheira rookie cards. All right, for your Brewers. Well, we'll see if we can conjure some up for you. We'll do our best here to find something. I haven't looked at the checklist. I just really did not have time today, but I'm going to trust that that you've looked and you know he's in here. So that means we just have to find him for you. Justice Sheffield. This is a Cornerstones relic to 49. Another really thick fellow there that we'll have to get squared away here shortly. I should have thought and brought some more up. You know what? That Pete Alonso, can you all see that? I noticed it when I set it down. That lower right corner's got a nasty little bend in it right out of the pack, that does. So something about the way that happened did not do it any favors. However, it was in the pack, but at least it is the base and not your autograph that it happened to. Tim Anderson, White Sox. That's cool. It's numbered to 50. It's on the Prestige card set. We have not seen a lot of autographs on the Prestige card set. Maybe that's the first one, possibly. King Felix to 75 there for the Mariners. I've noticed lots of Joey Votto, or what I think is a lot of Joey Votto going by. Spectra base, Oakland A's, Ramon Laureano. All right, another one locked and loaded. I wonder why they make these in 16-box cases. Like, man, if this was like a 12-box case, we would have it just rolled up already. Or close to it, anyway. Vlad Guerrero Jr. It is numbered to 25. Is it going to be signed? I bet it is. Yeah, baby. Woohoo! That is rookie jersey autographs with a very nice relic, a scope pattern. Is that hard signed? I'm trying to see if I feel the edges of a sticker. I don't. So that is hard signed as well, numbered to 25, baby. Blue Jays in the house. You had to wait a while, though, didn't you? You're getting nervous. Although, truly, is Bichette more of the chase right now? I mean, because Bichette, let's face it, he's been killing it. Matt Olson in the Oakland A's. Vet autograph on Prestige. And Matt Olson, I've watched him play more than... I've watched Oakland play more this year than maybe I normally do. He's awfully good. I mean, like, you kind of have a concept of guys, like, yeah, you know, they're kind of good, but, like, you see them play, and then you're like, dang, you really are good. Just a 199 Kyle Tucker. So, yeah, Matt Olson is one I've watched play more this year than I might normally, and he's really awfully good. Spectra for the Pirates. Kevin Kramer, numbered to 49. Jason, I'm sure that there are Braves in here. Honestly, there are so many cards in here. I don't, you know, I'm looking more for the numbered parallels and our Spectra and our autographs and our relics. I'm sure there are Braves in here. In fact, we had some Spectra Braves, didn't we? I think we did. Maybe we didn't. Maybe it was Red Sox. I don't know. But I'm sure that I'm sure we've seen Braves in here. Mike Trout, that's on Score, and it's numbered to 50. I mean, I'm sure there are. And there's Whit Merrifield, Kansas City Royals. So it might have been Red Sox I'm thinking of, that it was Spectra base. Maybe it wasn't Braves, but I know we've seen Braves cards in here. I feel sure you'll have a little stack coming, I feel sure. Stang Lover, you want a Duplantier or a Hirano autograph in addition to the super awesome Spectra base, but you don't want to be too greedy. Jeff McNeil and Absolute Baseball Relic. Kikuchi, that's just the Prism version for the Mariners. That is limited, numbered to 99, if I get it turned the right way. Definitely some edge and corner issues I can see even from the front of that. And it is Josh Naylor for the Padres. And how about Cole Tucker on an Obsidian here? And it is numbered to 99, Pittsburgh Pirates coming at you with a cool Cole Tucker. I like those Obsidian, I'll admit it. I do. I think they're very cool. I'm glad they added them in this year. I think it was a good solid addition to the product. All right. Oh, yeah, Colby, that is who we saw, Jason, but you said he sucks and he's already traded, so you don't care. All right, then. All right. Derek, you typed in something. I don't know what it was because I look over, it just says message retracted, so I don't know what you said, but whatever it was, if it is something that needs my attention, please, sir, add it in there again because I don't know what it was. Danny Jansen. And hey, that's another one for Toronto. Rookie jersey autographs. You spelled the guy's name wrong. Listen, I don't just spell them wrong. I pronounce them wrong. I make a hot mess of most of it. So, understood, my friend. That is no worries. I mean, I just have a mental block about it. Oftentimes I can even hear someone's name pronounced multiple times and I still can't get it fixed in my head to the point where I can say it myself when I see it written on a card. I don't know. Some kind of mental problem I have. And before you say anything, yeah, I know. You guys are going to dig on me. Oh, it's not the only one you've got. Seattle Mariners to 50. That is Vogelbach. Little Dan Vogelbach. And here is Christian Stewart, numbered to 75. So the Tigers with a Spectra parallel. This Crusade might be lower numbered. Let's see. Jose Altuve to 50. Yay. Yay to 50. Oh, Mickey says the only thing you see is the same 5 teams. And Derek, you said you agree with Mickey on that. Are you guys talking about just the relics and the, are you talking about the relics and the autographs? Because in base, good grief, there's a ton of different teams in base, of course. Forrest Whitley, Houston Astros on the Panini baseball card set. Astros are doing well in this break. I will grant you that. Of course, truly, once you hit Yordan Alvarez, you were kind of over the top with the Astros tonight anyway. Gary Sanchez, the Yankees. Hometown Heroes, dual relics to 99. A Titan Biggio, Kevin Biggio. A lot of players' kids up this year. That's to 99. Nick Senzel of my Cincinnati Reds. I should say former players. A lot of former players have their kids called up this year. Did I spit it out that time, maybe? Not Rafael Devers, Daniel De Los Santos. Maybe I'm just dreaming of Rafael Devers for the Philadelphia Phillies. Eloy with a crusade there for the White Sox. Prism. All right, that box is finished up. Derek said, you'll take anything at this point. Right about the time Brian says it's time for the Yankees to get on the board, then we did manage to get you a Yankee. So how about that? You called it and you got it. I like that plan. Mickey, don't give up yet on your Rangers. Don't hope for just Panini points yet. We've still got 4, counting the one that's coming out, 5 boxes left to look through. So we still have time to find some stuff for your Rangers. Oh, Brian, you didn't see the Yankee? It was a Gary Sanchez dual relic on the Hometown Heroes card set, numbered to, I think, 99. And Jason, you said you'll take anything too because your Braves are killing you. Well, wait till you get them, though. I mean, and look up the prices on some of the different card sets for your rookies out of here, and you might find that you've done better than you think you've done, maybe. Austin Riley for the Braves. Speaking of, that is numbered to 75. Rookie Spectra Parallel. Might make you feel a little better about things. We hope, anyway. And who is this that's coming up? Maybe Andujar. Might be an Andujar coming up for the Yankees. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's going to be a relic. And it is numbered to 99. Absolute Baseball is the card set. So a couple of Yankees relics have come out since Brian called it and said time for his Yankees to start showing up. Well, you did well. You brought forth a pair of them already. Numbered to 25, we have Yusei Kikuchi for the Mariners on a limited card set. And I see Corbin Burns upon us for the Milwaukee Brewers. One of these nice, what's the word I'm looking for? Chronicles cards. Oh, I love that, man. Oh, that is nice. Nice. That is to 10. America's Pastime. Look at that relic. Come on, man. That's awesome. So the Brewers to 10 with Corbin Burns and a relic that I kind of love. I kind of love that relic. It is very nice. Here is another little Biggio. This one numbered to 75 on the Titan card set. Derek, did you say that's going in your personal collection there for the Brewers? For the Corbin Burns? Is that what we're talking about? I bet it is. Edmundo Sosa for the St. Louis Cardinals on absolute card set. A Titan Aaron Judge parallel that is numbered to 199. Is this going to be signed? Oh, nice. Oh, I'm loving this case more the farther I go. This is Joey Bart to 99 for the Giants. Yes, indeed. How about putting in a little prospecting in Chronicles? That's on the Prestige card set. Little Joey Bart, man. You know I love my prospects. You know I love my catchers. So, yeah, I love Joey Bart. 1 + 1 = 2. Kyle Tucker, Spectra, Astros. Why is there so much Felix Hernandez in here? Seems like I've seen a lot of Felix Hernandez. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but just you don't usually see that much Felix Hernandez. That's all I'm saying. Derek, you have 150 rookie autographs of Burns. Wow, man. That's impressive. How many have you gotten them all from breaks, or are some of them stuff that you've pulled yourself, like out of boxes, personal box breaks you've done yourself or something, versus how many of them did you get in breaks? Or maybe some people I know get some in breaks, and then if they find some they really like, they just buy them from other people on eBay and stuff like that. Hi, Zachary. It's your first time here. Well, welcome. Nice to have you. Oh, man. Derek, you don't know anything about Joey Bart? Yeah, that guy's good. I mean, he was just drafted. So he's, he was the number 2 overall draft pick. So he's not up in the majors yet. Obviously, he's still down in the minors. But, yeah, man, that kid's going to be hella good. I can't wait. But I do have a thing about catchers. I don't know how to explain it to you other than just to tell you I really like catchers. And I really like prospecting. So that's one of the reasons I love Bowman. We get to pull fun stuff like that. Numbered to 99. It is Spectra, Ponce de Leon, and the Cardinals. But that's the fun thing about Panini. Since, Topps, they keep them separate. Your prospects are going to be in Bowman. Your rookies, your major leaguers are going to be in the Topps branded products. And they really don't cross amongst those. But Panini, no, they don't care. They'll just throw prospects and everything right in there with your MLBers and go right on. That's what makes it a little more fun. Christian Stewart, that is numbered to 10. Spectra for the Tigers. You have another Christian Stewart Spectra if you are the Tigers, but I don't think it was numbered. I can't remember though. Connor, let's go with Sazak. Sazak, maybe not at all that. At any rate, it's the Seattle Mariners, and it's numbered to 23. Little cracked ice action there on Absolute Baseball for a change of pace on our Absolute rookie autographs. Oh yes, Derek, definitely hang on to that card. Yeah, for sure, for Joey Bart, you hang on to that if that's your card. Don't sell that right now. I mean, you could, and you would get some money for it, but I wouldn't, because most of the time with the guys who are down in the minors that are hot prospects, and are especially those that have been relatively recently drafted, their value only increases. Fernando Tatis Jr., that is the Padres relics. And the key is this: fairly shortly after they get called up is usually the best time to sell them. That's usually when their value is the highest. Now, that's not always the case. That was not the case with Mike Trout. His obviously have continued to hold their value and climb as well. And there have been, a handful of others that will do that too. But generally speaking, on the prospects, you want to get them. If it's a really good prospect, sit on it until they get called up. And then when they get called up, boom, sell it. Jose Ramirez and the Cleveland Indians with a base prism, or base Spectra. I'll get it out in a minute. Oh, Zachary, you agree with me. You like the prospecting too. I know, it's so much fun, isn't it? It's like playing the stock market, sort of. It's kind of like playing the lottery and playing the stock market. I just really like it. I'm a sucker for Bowman. Christian Stewart on a Cornerstones. That is a nice low-numbered one as well, to 99. Again, these super thick ones I'm kind of stacking there. I'll put them all in those little cases after the fact. This we got a bad corner, kids. Lower left down there has seen better days. And my kitty is voicing some concern about the corner. You can hear her down there. Jordan Hicks, numbered to 75. I don't know what she's mad about. Jordan Hicks is the Cardinals. Maybe she's just mad because that card had a bad corner. But let me see if I can get her to stop. Hang on. Hey, kid. No, hey. Don't do that, kitty. It's okay. She got a toy. That's what the deal is. She's got a toy down there that is, it is a toy called the Bird. And it's meant to sound like and act like a bird in flight when you pick it up and toss it. Well, you don't really toss it. It's like on a pole on a string, and you know, spin it around and whatever. And my mother was over here earlier and had that out playing with her, and I forgot and left it out, so she has now pounced it and trapped it, and that is why she is carrying on so, because she thinks she has captured some prey, and she's letting us know all about it. Jason says she's mad because of a lack of Braves autographs. That is too funny. All right, and Dave, college, NT Collegiate is going to be right after we finish Chronicles. So we've got those two boxes, this that just came out of the wrappers, left to go. And we will also need to recap. And I will also probably need to move a few of these cards off the sorting table as well. So I'm going to say give us about maybe 20 minutes or so, Dave, and then check back maybe in that time frame, 20 minutes, give or take 5, and we'll probably be close to starting. Ryan O'Hearn, that is the Kansas City Royals. It is numbered to 25 on America's Pastime. And Brian, thank you for jumping in there to type in that answer for Dave, too. Once again, always appreciate you guys helping me out with chat, because sometimes you're seeing it before I see it. Pete Alonso to 50. Woohoo, Mets. You already got the autograph, so you probably like that the most, but I like these little cards, the score ones with the big head on them. I think they're fun. So, something to be said for fun, too. Charlie Blackmon, Spectra, Rockies. Then we have numbered to 99, Andujar, Yankees, on Phoenix card set. Kyle Tucker, that is to 99 as well, Astros. And here comes Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. That's numbered to 99 on our Spectra. I do like that they guarantee the 2 Spectra. They didn't always do that in the past years. We would find Spectra, but not on a guaranteed level. So I'm glad to see that happen. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Crusade. Look at how curved that is. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy. They're like going backwards in that regard. Do you all remember when Prism and those things first came out and how much they would curve when you got them out of the pack? And then over the years, it got a little better, however they produced them, and the curvature didn't entirely go away, but they were a lot flatter, and now it seems like we've gone the opposite way, and they start to curve a lot more again. Kansas City Royals, Valoria. And that is another one on the Absolute Baseball card set. A relic for Mr. Fernando Tatis Jr. and the Padres. Hometown Heroes is our card set. Javi Baez on Titan. And Caleb Ferguson and the Dodgers. Dodgers have been really quiet tonight, but at least you're going to get a cool one right now on one of these really thick ones. And it is America's pastime numbered to 10 for the Dodgers. Chris Paddock, that is numbered to 299. And there's Obsidian and a couple of base. And onward we go. Brian said, what happened to the Yankees at work the last time? Well, I mean, you did get the Andahar parallel about the time you said that, maybe. Zachary, you're hoping we find you some little Jordan Humphrey for the Saints out of NT. All right, well, we'll get the mojo fired up in advance on that one then. Hope for the best. Oh, Hootie Hooch, you're not kidding. He says they all stick together now. I mean, yeah, to a certain extent they do, but the larger problem is just all the crazy curving and bending and stuff that they do. That's the bad news part of that equation. Boy, she is really going after it with that toy. My goodness. I hope she will stop that soon. This is numbered to 49. And I may have to go down there and get it from her in a minute. This is the Minnesota Twins. She is really thinking she has got a bird in hand down there for real, isn't she? Hello, Mike Trout. High number 199 parallel. That is to 99, so it's reasonable. Pujols and the Angels, followed by Trout and the Angels, also to 99, followed by Spectra and Alex Bregman for the Astros. I think we've said Astros a lot tonight, haven't we? I think we have. Pretty sure we have. And Toronto Blue Jays, Thomas, guys, I don't know how to say his last name. Panini, I don't know. Anyway, it's Blue Jay. If you have Toronto, I'm sure you know how to pronounce it. I hope you do, because I definitely don't. And Kyle Wright for the Atlanta Braves. Oh, see? I told you not to give up so soon. Can't ever give up till you've seen the last card flip, man. Kyle Wright, Atlanta Braves autograph there on the Obsidian card set. So, you're liking things better now, aren't you? You're feeling happier? Here comes Pete Alonso for the Mets. I think we're going to have a relic on the flip side here. Staying Lover, I just looked over there and saw what you wrote. Staying Lover said, whatever you do, universe, do not give me a Diamondbacks hit for last box mojo. You're trying a little reverse psychology. I like it. There's a season ticket Acuna that is a Prism as well, Contenders Optic. Oh, Stang Lover, you always make me laugh, man. Cedric Mullins, the Orioles have been quiet tonight, so good to see a little Baltimore Oriole making an appearance here. And it is cornerstoned, numbered to 99, the big 99. So a lot of the cornerstones, guys, if I can fit them in, if I have a top loader here that'll work for them, I will send them in top loaders. If I don't, I'll send them in those little plastic two-piece boxes, which really, frankly, work just as well. So either way, we'll get them to you safely, but they're pretty thick cards. So, all right, so we are at Last Box Mojo. Yep, that's the time of the night we are for Chronicles anyway. We've still got a long road to walk before we're finished tonight. But it is still Last Box Mojo for Chronicles anyway. So we have to kind of collectively, work our mojo here and do our very, very best to bring forth the fire. Derek, you said it's got to be the Brewers and the Giants. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you, that Joey Bart was a nice hit for your Giants. And you got the Corbin Burns, too. So even if we don't Last Box Mojo you, you're still in pretty good shape. Nick Senzel, yes, baby. My Cincinnati Reds in the house. Now, when I say my Reds, every once in a while somebody will misinterpret that and think I have the Reds in this break. I do not. They are just my team, my rooting interest. And I'm really happy to see a Nick Senzel autograph and relic come out for the Cincinnati Reds, who don't always pull a lot of stuff in breaks, so even better. Michael Perez and the Tampa Bay Rays, which means we should still have a relic left to find, and of course some parallels. There's an Ozzy to 299 for the Braves. And a Spectra here for Juan Soto and the Nationals. What else? What else is hiding here, waiting for us? Oh, Brian, I've got plenty more Chronicles. Yeah, I got lots of it. The problem is I've got so much stuff to work in, not just what came out tonight and today, but also all of the stuff that has come out over the last couple of months. I've still got tons of that stuff, too. So there definitely is more, but it's going to be at least middle of next week probably before you see it. Or actually tomorrow night, don't we? Oh, I take that back. We're doing one later this week, either tomorrow night or Saturday night. I'll look in a minute. And then after that, it'll be like the middle of next week. Meanwhile, we got a 1 of 1 in my hands right now. My hot little hands are holding a 1 of 1 Chris Davis Obsidian for the Oakland A's. Last Box Mojo bringing it home, baby, with Nick Senzel and a 1 of 1. It's a thing. I tell you, it's a thing. It doesn't always work, but it does work a surprising amount of the time. Sean Reed Foley. And Sean Reed Foley is numbered to 199. That is another rookie jersey autograph headed to Toronto, the Blue Jays. Another Nick Senzel for the Reds, numbered to 199. The big 199. Don Mattingly, Yankees. Hey, hey. Nice little Hall of Fame relic coming your way. Game used, no less. Game used, Don Mattingly to 99. How you like me now for the Yankees? Yeah. Yes, I do like that as well. Carter Keyboom, that's cool. And another Jose Altuve. I feel like I've said that a lot in those Spectra-based cards. Maybe there's not as many as it feels like there are, but it feels like there are a lot of them. And who is that? And that was Jordan Hicks on Little Phoenix. And we're going to end up with Obsidian and Vlad Jr. And there you go. All right. Now we've got recapping to do. That's going to take us a little while, too, because there's a massive amount of hits in this product, as you can see. But we'll do a little fly through here. Now, I didn't set aside all of our numbered stuff because there's loads of it. What I did try to do was set aside what I'm going to call a few of the little, like, highlights, right? So that's to 50 for Vlad Guerrero Jr. There's a nice little Pete Alonso to 50. You say to 25 on the limited, and an Altuve relatively low numbered to 50, and then the Mike Trout there to 50. So loads of other numbered cards, as you know, but those set aside just for the purposes of, like, I thought they would be the ones we'd want to recap. There were plenty of numbered Spectra and other numbered things too, so If you saw it go through the first time, you know you're going to get it. Everything, of course, ships out of here. A 1 of 1 for the Oakland A's on Obsidian. Gotta love it. That is the Reds, the Mets, and the Dodgers. Padres, Yankees, Astros, Mariners, Blue Jays. Out of our next little group, we have Yankees, Blue Jays. That sounds all very familiar, doesn't it? Tampa Bay Rays, the Orioles, the Astros, the Blue Jays, the Royals, Mariners. We're going to get another good look at this little Joey Bart. I love this card. /99 Prestige card set, Giants. St. Louis Cardinals. That might be about my favorite card in this break. I really do like that card a lot. It's number 10 for the Brewers. I like the design. I like the relic. I like the layout. Everything, well, design and layout, I guess, are the same thing. But anyway, I like it. And Cole Tucker Obsidian for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jeff McNeil and the Mets. There's the Oakland A's. That Vlad Guerrero Jr., sweet little hit there for Toronto. The White Sox. Nice Pete Alonso for the Mets. Dylan Peters. I like all of these. Good low-numbered hits as well. That's the Marlins. Yordan Alvarez. Sweet, sweet hit for the Astros. There's Walker Buehler. I forgot we hit him for the Dodgers, so we did have other Dodgers hits. Taylor Ward for the Angels. Tigers, Cubbies, Oakland A's, Tampa Bay Rays, Colorado Rockies, Pittsburgh Pirates, Toronto Blue Jays, and another Vlad Guerrero Jr. hit. That one's a relics for the Blue Jays. Padres, Indians, Padres. A lot of Padres clustered right there together, didn't they? That is the A's with Matt Chapman. There's the Marlins. Juan Soto, nice hit for the Nationals. Mitch Keller and the Pirates. I forgot all about even hitting that. It's been a while back since we hit it. I'd forgotten about it. Kevin Newman, another one for the Pirates. These do come in clusters a bit, don't they? Eloy for the White Sox. Schwarber for the Cubbies. And there is Hernandez for the Boston Red Sox. The Cardinals. Tatis for the Padres. Now, some of these thicker ones, let me do these a little differently. And this, again, is the one with that bad lower corner there on the front. Really all the edge and corner of that in general. But it's Stewart for the Tigers, followed by Justice Sheffield and the Mariners. And there's a rookie jersey for the Indians with Bowers, Evan Longoria. Forgot we hit that too for the Giants. Next up, we have Brent Honeywell for the Tampa Bay Rays /25. And then we have Michael Kopech here for the White Sox. Another cornerstone, Josh James for the Astros. And this one, because I had the little box already up here, is in the box. The others aren't yet. And it is Kyle Tucker for the Astros. All right. So that is cornerstones finished up for tonight. So now let's go back here and I will answer your question about when Chronicles is going next. Hang on, let me look and I'll tell you. It is actually Friday night. Tomorrow night, I forgot. I'm off tomorrow night because I got to sort all this stuff that we're going to be breaking tonight. So I'll be off tomorrow night. We'll do Chronicles again on Friday night, FYI. Now, National Treasures Collegiate Football is coming up next. I need to move some of these cards off of this sorting half of my table onto another sorting area so that we have room to open our next two products. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to leave you with this little view. So those of you who might not have caught it earlier, you can catch it now and get an idea of when it's going to ship and all that. I also need to grab a couple more packs of sleeves while I am getting things situated here. And then as soon as I can get this done, which just give me a couple of minutes, I'll get this squared away. We'll be in National Treasures Collegiate Football. Following that will be Archives Baseball. NT Collegiate is probably going to be about a 20-minute break. For those of you waiting on Archives, you're probably 25 minutes or so from that starting. I know, it's a long time to have to look at that, isn't it? That's boring, I know, but I mean, at least that way you have got something to look at while I am in the process of getting a few things moved out of the line of fire here, so to speak. We'll make our lives a little easier by having some extra space. Chronicles is one that takes up a lot of room. Well, for obvious reasons. There's a lot of cards in there. If I had thought about it, maybe I should have done National Treasures Collegiate second and this third, but I don't know. I didn't list them in that order on eBay. I usually break them in the order I list them in most of the time. All right, we're almost done. Got a little bit more here to get ready to move, and then we will wander on down the road. All right, let's get the case of NT up here. And by now, everybody's seen that. So you should know when it's going to ship and what happens if you didn't hit a card or don't hit a card. Right, all that consolation card stuff up there at the top. You'll get them. Now, let's roll on into National Treasures Collegiate. We're going to open a full case of it. Once again, break number 1. Ended tonight on eBay. Product released today. Everybody in this product is going to be in their collegiate uniforms, as you might have guessed by the fact that it says NT Collegiate. So while we're scrolling down through here, let everybody see their name across from their team, I will remind you that because they are in their collegiate uniforms, they will go to their current team if they are an active player. If they are one of these guys, let's say it's an undrafted rookie, and maybe he signed with a team for mini camp or training camp or something, and he got cut after the fact. If he doesn't re-sign or hasn't re-signed with anybody else, he would go to that most recent team. If he, say, was with one team, got cut, and then went to a second team, he would go to the most recent. If it is a retired player, a veteran, well, I shouldn't say veteran because those can be active players. If it is a retired player in their collegiate uniform, it's going to go to the team that they played for, the longest, if there's no team information on the card, which there probably would be, but in case there isn't, that's kind of how that goes. Okay. Well, actually, I guess there wouldn't be, even if they're Hall of Famers, they're still going to be in their collegiate stuff in here. So, sports ball cards, you got a lot of good stuff out of there. Well, good, man. I'm glad that we made you happy on that one. And Mickey, you said he didn't get much for, I'm going to paraphrase, but you didn't get much for your Rangers, so you're not real thrilled with Chronicles. Well, I can understand that. It can be frustrating for sure. when you do not pull what you're hoping for sure. I mean, I buy into other people's breaks too, so I've been on both sides of the fence. I know it blows when you are hoping for something and then you don't get it. And Mickey says he thinks only 8 teams hit. I think it was a little bit more than 8 teams, but for sure some teams certainly got more than others, for sure. And unfortunately, that is the way it goes with breaks a lot of times, from Panini, Tops, and otherwise. We often find that the teams are not always evenly distributed, unfortunately. Can make our lives a little unhappy in that regard. Oh, I forgot we got to cut these seals. Too early to put down the knife, isn't it? Staying Lover, you need Ravens and Chargers because you got a lot of ground to make up. All right, my friend, let's try to do it. Let's try to do it. Well, Mickey, then let's find you some stuff in here. Tell us who you got in here. Maybe we can have some luck and bail you out of that last one, right? Let's try that. Luis, you need some Cowboys, and Spanish Mamba needs some Niners. And Trevor, we're doing the National Treasures Collegiate right now, my friend. So you are right on time. We have been breaking for a couple of hours now and just now getting to NT, so your timing is impeccable as it happens. All right, so first up to 99 is Julian Edelman, followed by numbered to 49, Odell Beckham Jr. Of course, you know he was traded in the offseason. He's a Brown, so for those of you who might not know or remember that, Odell Beckham Jr. is a Brown these days. Alvin Kamara to 99. Alvin is the Saints with a relic. Sebastian Janikowski, numbered to 49. I do believe that Sebastian Janikowski is a Raider, I do believe. He's retired, of course. And Jalen Moore, numbered to 5. Look at the patch on that, man. Like, do you not love that? I kind of do. He's the Jets, and I'm digging that patch. I mean, but this is the reason we open NT Collegiate, isn't it? Because we get cool-looking patches like that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike, you have got the Jags, the Seahawks, the Falcons, and the Bengals, and the Patriots. All right, you got a lot in here. And, oh, that's right, Burst Ball. We got to find you some Redskins in here, don't we? Mojo's got to deliver that to you. JJ Arcega Whiteside, numbered to 25, heads to the Philadelphia Eagles. Then we have Damian Harris, numbered to 99, from the Crimson Tide in the collegiate world to the New England Patriots in the NFL world, and a booklet for Dwayne Haskins. Oh, look, we did it, Burst Ball. We did it. It's numbered to 22. We got you a booklet for Dwayne Haskins. I'm so happy. It is a tricolor relic, and there's your autograph in there. You got another relic in there underneath the Buckeyes cutout. Oh, that's so cool. So cool, so cool. Love it. Love it. Congratulations. Mickey, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, my friend. Let's find you some Tampa Bay Buccaneers in here then. We're going to see if we can't bail you out of what was sounds like not a very good break in the last one. We're going to try and bail you out with some good stuff in here with your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to try my best. Numbered to 99, that's Carson Wentz for the Eagles. Next up is Josh Allen. Now, this is not, obviously you can tell from the picture, this is not Josh Allen, the quarterback, who was a rookie last year. This is this year's Josh Allen, who plays for, you got it, Jacksonville, numbered to 99. He came from my University of Kentucky Wildcats, baby. It's my alma mater. Love them. Lamar Jackson is headed to the Ravens, numbered to 49. And who have we here? This is Jacques Patrick. numbered to 99, autograph and relic. And Jacques Patrick was an undrafted free agent, and I do not remember if he subsequently signed a deal with someone or not. So I'm going to have to do a little investigating regarding Jacques Patrick. But there he sits. I do know he was an undrafted free agent originally. Now I'm just not sure what's happened with him since then. Tony Pollard to 99 heads to the Cowboys, and Kitty has the bird again, apparently, the toy. Sorry about that, guys. She's very, into it. That's all I know to tell you. Kyler Murray, Cardinals. Lamar Jackson, Ravens. Baker Mayfield, Browns. Derrick Henry, Titans. Sharing that card. Once again, please remember that you have to own 51% or more to take a card outright. So someone would have to own 3 of the 4 teams. If no one owns 3 of the 4, we'll use random.org to give that one out. Will Greer and the Panthers, numbered to 49. Then we've got another booklet here, and it is Riley Ridley, numbered to 80 for the Bears. And Riley also autographed and relics in there. So 2 nice booklets out so far. The Haskins and the Riley Ridley. Oh, if I can get the lid off of this. It's like, I don't know. The lid didn't want to come off of that one. Maybe there's something super special in here. It's trying to, hide from us. I don't know. This is numbered to 99. There's another Odell Beckham Jr. So, of course, the Browns for that. Numbered to 25. Cortland Sutton is the Broncos. We have Deshaun Watson to 99. Texans. Some old school here. Terry Baker. Boy, guys, I don't know where Terry Baker goes. It's numbered to 99. I have no earthly where Terry Baker goes. I'm sure that I should know, but I don't. He played way before I was born. So we're going to set him up there too. We'll look him up. Figure him out after the fact. We've got a redemption. Redemption goes to housekeeping. Got a lot of housekeeping. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside coming out again. This one numbered to 25. Also headed to the Philadelphia Eagles. Trevor, I don't know if Nick Bosa's in here. I would assume that he is. He's in the other Panini products, so my assumption would be yes. But I have not looked at the checklist, so I can't tell you for sure. That is numbered to 25. It's Miles Sanders for the Eagles. But if you go to the Panini website, you can find it there. But honestly, easier is probably to go to Group Break Checklists. It has the S on the end, groupbreakchecklist.com, or breakninja.com or something like that breaks them out by teams. They take the checklist off the manufacturer website and break it out. That's probably the easiest way to find it, I would think. Drew Lock and the Broncos. Booklet number 3. Our booklets have been good to us tonight. So an excellent relic over there on the left. Nice little Drew Lock numbered to 5 for the Denver Broncos. Booklets are the gift that keep on giving. All right, we are last box mojo here on NT Collegiate. So we've got to kind of focus our efforts and try to pull the big fiery hits out of this last box of it as well. Numbered to 99, Quinnen Williams, who is a Jet. Numbered to 49, Antonio Callaway, who is a Brown. Another multi-team relic. So we have Baker Mayfield for the Browns, Joe Mixon for the Bengals, and D.D. Westbrook for the Jags. That is numbered to 99. And once again, you would have to own 2 of the 3 to have 51% or more. It's going to set up there in housekeeping. Anthony Johnson, numbered to 25. And Anthony Johnson, where do you go, brother? Anthony Johnson, undrafted free agent, went to the Buccaneers, I do believe. I think that's going to head to Mickey. I think that's where Anthony Johnson landed. Antoine Wesley, numbered to 99. Antoine Wesley was an undrafted free agent that went to the Ravens. And then we have Mitch Trubisky to 99 for the Bears. Followed by Dwayne Haskins. Oh, look at that. We did right by you and your Redskins tonight, Burzball. That is numbered to 99. Yes, we did. So the Redskins did well in both of our football products tonight, I'm happy to say. And then numbered to 5, the Broncos with another booklet. It is Brett Rypien. And we'll take a look at that one. Oh, look at that. We got the horse head. I get so excited by good relics. I know you all are like, oh, are you like punch drunk now because you've been doing this too long? I don't know. Maybe. So there is housekeeping. A redemption to flip over, a couple of multi-team cards to deal with, and a couple of players that I don't know where they go. So let's start out with the players that are, I don't know where they go. One of them is this dude. He is long ago gone. He is numbered to 99, Terry Baker. He played like before I was born. You can tell by looking at the uniform. So let's see what I can find out about him. We're going to go to NFL.com. That is where we find this fun stuff. And of course, once again, it will go to the team this guy played for the longest, since he is a retired kind of guy. And let me get his name typed into historical player search and see what we can find. Terry Baker played for 3 years, all of them for the Rams. He played in 63, 64, and 65. So Terry Baker to the Rams. So that mystery is solved. And I'm going to write that down so I don't later have to look it up. Now we got to deal with this fine fellow here, who is Jacques Patrick to 99. The last I knew about him, he was just simply an undrafted free agent. What I need to know is if he is subsequently associated with another team or not. So I'm going to attempt to learn that little bit of information. If you can bear with me for a moment, please. First, I'm typing him into NFL.com. If he were an active player somewhere, he should show up on here. And it says there are no players found for him. So option number 2 then, of course, is good old Google, where we will type him in and see if he has managed to hook up with a team or not. And no, it says he is still a free agent. It does not appear that he has been associated with a team. So that means this guy we're going to give out using random.org, okay? So we're going to set that up there. Now we've got these that we'll deal with in a moment. But before we do that, let's go ahead and flip our redemption and see who's on the other side. It is Emmanuel Hall, College Silhouettes Prime Signatures. And Emmanuel Hall is a Bear, I do believe. He was an undrafted free agent as well. Pretty sure he is undrafted free agent Bears. So let's head over to the Panini website. It's not going to tell us the team because it's only going to tell us his collegiate team, but it will at least tell us what he's going to be numbered to. So we'll go ahead and roll ourselves back over here to dear old Panini and take a little look-see at this. So we need, oh, it's probably not going to say, oh, it is, good. All right. And the card set, College Silhouettes Prime Signatures. Dang it. College Silhouettes Prime Signatures, card number 139. We got to go a ways. 139. Emmanuel Hall is going to be numbered to 25. So let me get that labeled up so we at least know what he's numbered to. Where did I put my Sharpie? Daggone it. Here we go. All right, to 25, Emmanuel Hall, the Bears. Now we've got a handful of this stuff to deal with. So let me remind you where we go next. Staying lever, right, but remember what I said at the start there, like if somebody had been associated with a team and then they got cut, if they haven't signed of these rookies, right, and they haven't signed with another team after they got cut, they go to the most recent team they were associated with. So in the case of Emmanuel Hall, even though he was cut by the Bears, he has not signed with anybody else, to the best of my knowledge, which would mean he's still going to go to the Bears, right? So only if he had signed with somebody else. This guy up there, Jacques Patrick, never signed with anybody. He's been an undrafted free agent from day one. So that's why he goes out by way of random.org. So for this, someone has to own 3 of the 4 to take this card outright. That would give them 51% or more. Otherwise, if we do have to go to random with it, it will be typed in the order it appears on the card. So it would be typed in as Cardinals, then Ravens, then Browns, then Titans. And of course, same format. I would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 will not count. It will only be the third and final random that will be the determining factor. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, that is Brandon Ayers. Next up on here, the Baltimore Orioles, that is Staying Lever. Then we've got the Cleveland Browns, that is Mr. Kirby's Cards. And our last one, of course, the Tennessee Titans, Breaks Only. So 4 different team owners are going to be heading into random, battling it out here for this particular card. So give me a minute to get the teams typed in, and then we'll give this one out. I already forgot the order I said they were in. What did I say again? Cardinals, Ravens, Browns, Titans. All right. Browns. Oh, shoot. All right, so you can ignore the first random and ignore the second random. Here comes our third and final, and there's 3 times our date and time stamp, and it is heading to the Cardinals. So the Arizona Cardinals are getting the quad relic here that has Kyler Murray on it. And I am going to just simply circle that on a sleeve, guys. I would never write on a card. That is on the back of the sleeve is telling me where that one goes. We're going to rinse and repeat with this. So here we have Browns, Bengals, and Jags involved. All right, let's get ourselves over to here. So the Browns we looked at a minute ago, but again, that's Mr. Kirby's Cards. The Bengals right above it, best choice 555, and then our Jags, also best choice 555. So they're going to take that card outright, owning 2 of the 3 teams. So there you go, taking one outright with owning 2 of the teams is who did I just say it was? I just forgot the username. Oh, I've been doing this too long tonight. Best choice 555 is going to take that one outright. I'm just going to write best choice 555 on the back here so it will kind of remind me of where it goes. Again, not writing it on the card, guys, writing it on the sleeve, which I will again demonstrate to you. Okay, so that one is all squared away. Let's give out Jacques Patrick here, who has no team associated with him from an NFL perspective anyway. So we're going to use random.org, and everybody's got a shot at this one. And we're just simply going to copy and paste it into random. And because we have 10 or more in this list, I only do random once. It's only when we have 9 or fewer that we do random 3 times. We do it the same way every time, so you know what to expect. It's like McDonald's. If you get it the same way every time, there are no surprises. So scrolling through to let you know that everyone was copied and pasted. Good luck to everyone. Let's see who ends up with it. Carolina Panthers. All right, so the Panthers are taking home Jacques Patrick here by way of random. So let's label that one up so that we'll know what's happening there. It saves a little time when I'm sorting if I don't have to go back and watch it to look it up. So there's that. So let's recap it. This is going to the Panthers by way of random. The guy is undrafted free agent, not associated with anyone. This one went to Best Choice 555. He owned 2 of the 3 teams. He has the Jags and the Bengals, was it on that card? Or he had the Jags and the Browns? Anyway, he has 2 of the 3. So it goes to him outright. Kyler Murray and the Cardinals took that one using random.org. We have a redemption here for Emmanuel Hall, undrafted free agent Bears, excuse me, to 25. Now, let's take a look at the rest of the story. This fellow here, he played 3 years in the NFL, all of them for the Rams. So that is headed Rams. Next up, a nice Dwayne Haskins for the Redskins. There is Trubisky for the Bears, followed by Antoine Wesley and the Ravens. Anthony Johnson for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Miles Sanders, the Eagles. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the Eagles. And Deshaun Watson for the Texans. Will Greer for the Panthers. Tony Pollard for the Cowboys. Lamar Jackson, a nice hit for the Ravens. Josh Allen, a nice hit for the Jags. Damian Harris headed to the Patriots. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is the Eagles. And I love this Jalen Moore. I have to tell you, the relic on this Jalen Moore is my favorite in here. It's numbered to 5. It's headed to the Jets. It's just a cool relic. I like it. Sebastian Jankowski, whom I believe was the Raiders. I will double check that, of course, before it heads out the door. But he's retired, obviously, long since. But he's Raiders, I'm fairly sure. And Alvin Kamara and the Saints. We have some booklets. The Broncos to 5 with Brett Rypien and that beautiful little horse head. I actually like that relic a lot too. So 2 relics with the seal of approval. Drew Lock and the Tigers, Drew Lock for the Broncos. He was a Tiger in college. That is numbered to 5. It also has a nice little relic in there with it as well. So 2 booklets in a row went to the Broncos. And Riley Ridley for the Bears with a little booklet here that is numbered to 80. And our first booklet that we saw tonight was Dwayne Haskins for the Redskins. It's numbered to 22. So that is NT Collegiate, locked and loaded for tonight. So now finally we are getting ready to start on Archives Baseball. So everybody that's been hanging out waiting for Archives Baseball is probably fallen asleep by now. Actually, they've probably come and gone like 10 times by now. They're like, oh, still not yet? I know. Well, I did tell you all it was going to be a long one tonight. I said it'd probably be 3 hours, and it's maybe going to be over. Probably going to be like 3.5, maybe. Long, anyway. Long time. So, here's what you need to know. Monday, probably, when it's going to get out the door. If I can get it out to you sooner than that, I will. If something goes off the rails, or if things take me a whole lot longer to sort than I was anticipating, it could always be a day later and be Tuesday, but I'm hopeful that it will be Monday. And yeah, everybody's going to get hits in archives, or get cards, I should say, in archives. If you did not pull a card in one of these other breaks and your team did not pull a single card at all, not even a base card, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will ship out to you with the rest of the break because this was a paid shipping break. This is a 5-box half case, loose boxes from a shared case of Topps Archives Baseball. And nobody bid on the Diamondbacks in here, so they got no forever home, which means I am their forever home. That's right. Any Diamondbacks that show up end up staying here and joining their brothers on Card Mountain. Everybody else, yeah, it's going to go to one of you. I don't want to add any more cards to Card Mountain. It's going to fall over and crush me one of these days. Like one day we're just like the whole household. It's just going to be like we're going to be buried under an avalanche of cards one day. All right, let me get archives picked up and we'll get started on that here in a hot second. All righty. Let me get a drink of water too. I gotta tell you, I should have had more Red Bull. I mean, I thought it might be like 3 hours. I didn't really think it was gonna be 3.5, but I think it will be before we're done. So that really should have necessitated me consuming an extra Red Bull before we started. But I did not. So there you go. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Archives. Everybody's opened archives before, I bet, right? I mean, yeah. Archives is fun. It's got all kinds of crazy stuff in it. I say crazy, but, you know, you can pull out signatures of people that aren't baseball players. Like baseball fans and the guy who ran around stadium collecting baseballs that, you know, home runs and foul balls and such and all kinds of other stuff. There are 2 on-card autographs per box in here. There are also going to be 50th anniversary cards for the Montreal Expos. For those of you who might not know this, the Montreal Expos of days gone by are the current Washington Nationals. So any cards that we pull that say Montreal Expos go to the Nationals. All right. So I think that's really all the news there is about this particular break. All the cards ship in here, so you don't have to worry about that. And what else? What else? I mean, that's it. That's a pretty straightforward product for the most part. BC Collectibles, you got some good hits. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that. Congratulations on getting some good hits. Ryan, you did manage to hang out with us, and you are here for the Astros. And Mario is here for the Jays and the Padres. And I give you all high marks for, like, hanging out and lasting through everything we've broken up to this point. Honestly, even if you, like, came and went and did other stuff in between, you still get pretty high marks for hanging out. So this is a facsimile signature. Listen, I'm pointing that out because we're going to see lots of them. And sometimes if somebody hasn't done a break before of a product like this, like Archives, you know, you might see that and think, well, that's signed and she's not even saying anything about it. Well, that's because it's not really signed, right? It's just an imprint, a printed signature, a facsimile signature, a fake signature, whatever you want to call it. In other words, the guy signed something and then they just printed it on the cards. So when we come across our real signatures, of course, we will stop and talk about them. In the meanwhile, you'll see lots and lots of them that are on there that way. Oh, that's kind of cool. What is this? I don't remember seeing. Oh, the Magazine of Sports and Card Collecting. So it's like the cover of a magazine. That's interesting. Okay. See, there's things in here I didn't even know were in here. So live and learn, live and learn. But again, Archives is a fun little product. You get all kinds of interesting things in here. I find generally that there are lots of interesting things. I like all the different card designs that you can see, and usually there's extras in here. I don't know. Maybe we won't find any this year, but I thought, I didn't look at the checklist. Honestly, I ran out of time today, but usually there are, as I said earlier, baseball fans and other assorted things that you can find in here as well. So onward and upward we go. So here is one of our autographs, and it is an expo, as a matter of fact. This is Jeff Facero, whichever it is. It's numbered to 99, and it is one of our 50th anniversary cards. So our first autograph out heads to the Nationals by way of the Expos. Pretty cool. I always liked the Expos, so I don't remember that particular player, but in general, I liked the Expos. Here's our other one, and this is going to fall into that category of what I was talking about, like extra people. So this falls under the guise of fan favorites, and it is Jerry Lane, and he is, an umpire. So that means he's going to go to one of you using random.org, because he doesn't have a particular team, obviously, associated with him. So we will give him out at the end of the break to one of you, and random.org will decide which one gets it. So we've already found both of our autographs here out of box number 1, but of course, we still have other cards to look through. And there's more Archives as well. We'll break more of this. I mean, I haven't even had time to work through more of the Heritage High number that we just got last week. There's still Allen and Genter that I have. I still have Topps Chrome. I still have some Bowman. I mean, there's just an amazing, incredible amount of stuff that I still need to find time to break. But I swear every time you turn around, they're doing release weeks like this, where it's such base card heavy stuff and so much stuff coming out at once that you just can't ever get caught up on all of the other things that need to be broken. In fact, I sold some stuff out by full cases this week just to help clear out some of the backlog. Should have probably sold out more than I did, truthfully. Oh, another one of the little magazine covers. That one's Lindor. But, they don't account for the fact that they're putting out so much stuff so close together. They're like, yeah, we don't care. You guys are going to buy it. We don't care if you're still breaking it 20 years from now. Not 20 years, but you know what I mean. A backlog can create or can appear pretty quickly sometimes this time of year. It always starts around the time of the national show, and then they just kind of roll right on through until really usually Christmas without much break. It's usually pretty heavy release weeks from now through the end of the year for the most part. Saw Trevor Bauer go by, still an Indian on the card that's in here, of course, but has subsequently been traded to the Reds, but he's obviously Indians on the card, so that's where he goes. There's a little Bartolo, man, on a 50th anniversary for the Expos / Nationals. Well, why is that one pack trying to be difficult, wasn't it? One pack was causing us to have to slide him back in there anyway. So the Dodgers game is probably started by now, yeah? Does anybody have it on? Does anybody know what the score is for the Dodgers? Aside from the Reds, which are my team, I like the Dodgers quite a bit as well. I lived in LA for a while. I've always kind of liked the Dodgers from way back in the day. But the Reds are my primary team, but I do follow the Dodgers a bit still. And, well, really lots of other teams. I like watching good games, doesn't matter who's playing, but I like watching a lot of this year's rookies are fun to watch. Of course, this year in general is, that's a little Ichiro insert with a stamp on there that says Archives 2001 to 2018. So I guess we'll find probably a bunch of Ichiro possibilities, I'm going to guess. That's what it seems like, sounds like, anyway. Another Expos 50th. But yeah, with this being the year of the home run, to put it mildly, it's hard not to have fun watching it, because every time you turn around, somebody's knocking them out. Players knocking out 2 or 3 in a game. I know it makes the pitchers mad, and like the, what do I want to say? Not really, I guess kind of old school, but the guys who are like it shouldn't happen kind of stuff. And that's all well and good, I guess. But from my perspective, I mean, I like watching them. I like watching home runs. It's fun. Yeah, we know the balls are juiced, but hey, back in the last time we had a home run heyday, it was the players that were juiced. So I guess if I had to choose between the two, I maybe would rather have the juiced balls than the juiced players, because at least it's more of a level playing field, you know. So but that's just the way it is these days. One of 3 things happen. You strike out, you get hit by a pitch, or you hit a home run. It's like an anomaly if someone gets just a base hit, it seems like, or walk. So yeah, I guess, walk, strike out, hit by pitch, home run. So, I don't know. It doesn't bother me, though, that they're hitting a ton out. Now, if they were getting ready to break some significant records, and those records were going to be broken as a result of juiced balls, now that would kind of blow. But outside of that, I don't know. Let them hit them. Hit them on out. Go for it. But I like the way that Major League Baseball kind of tries to, they like somewhat acknowledge that they've done it, but yet they don't. They'll just give you all that weird stuff like, well, it's better made, or the core of it is more tightly wound, or whatever crazy stuff they say to try to act like they didn't do it on purpose. But we all know they did it on purpose. Of course they did. Well, look who you have here. You've got a broadcaster for the Cubbies. That is Mr. Pat Hughes. And it is numbered to 150. So the Cubbies taking one home. Thank you, Ryan, for updating me. He says there's no score yet in the Dodgers game. So thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that update. I think it just started maybe, 20, 30 minutes ago? It was a late game. Well, late game for Eastern time zone. Anyway, so my Reds played super early today, but they actually played so early that I didn't get to watch any of it. When they play in the early evenings, I can have it on in the background while I'm invoicing or listing or putting the spreadsheet together, and I can at least listen to a good part of it. But when it comes on in the middle of the day, I'm usually sorting, and I can't, get distracted from that, or that would be a hot mess, right? So I did not watch it today. I don't even know if they won. The last I saw, they were ahead, but with the Reds unless they're ahead by like 800. There is no guarantee they will remain ahead by the end of the game at all, even remotely so. Now, I didn't see our other autograph go by. There it is. I was like, oh my God, did I go by our other autograph and miss it? No, thank goodness. There it is. Whew, I was getting nervous. There is the Yankees, and Fred Stanley is our second autograph. So yes, of course, we could go back and find it if I accidentally went past it and didn't catch it, but that would not be ideal, so that's why I'm glad that, in fact, we did catch it. I was just worried that we didn't because I didn't see it there for a minute. We were getting kind of close to the end of that box. This is box number 3 that I'm taking out right now of the 5 that we will open tonight. That comprises our half case. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. My head was itching. I have to wear a hat when I do these breaks. I don't really prefer to wear a hat, and I don't look good in a hat, and it makes my head itch. But if I don't, my hair falls down in my face all the time because, I'm looking down at the cards, and that makes me even crazier. So I just put the hat on to do the breaks, but then it does make my head itch. Oh, Ryan says it finished at 4-2, Reds winning. Well, good. I'm glad for that. Glad for that little bright spot. Castillo was pitching today, so that's usually a good sign for us. He's our little ace. And, of course, there's that other Castillo, that retired guy that I don't even remember who he played for. He's like a first baseman or some kind of infielder. And he got picked up down in the Dominican Republic with another ex-player for, like, running drugs or something. So I kept seeing all these comments all day of people thinking it was the Luis Castillo of the Reds. And I'm like, no, it's not him. It's the 175 Harrison Bader and the Cardinals. But, you'd see these people on various message boards and things saying, oh, that's really going to hurt his career with the Reds. It's going to kill his career. He's picked up for drug running in the Dominican Republic. It's like, no, it's not the same guy. They're expos. Not my Luis Castillo. Another one. Of course, that Luis Castillo denies it, by the way. Not for nothing. I think his statement was basically something to the effect of, like, I made millions of dollars, why would I be running drugs? But I don't know, because you want to make more millions of dollars. I mean, that's not a very good defense. That's all I'm saying. I'm rich. I don't need to. Well, guess what? All people who run drugs are probably rich, right? I mean, look at Pablo Escobar. So, anyway, I digress, but I always look forward to when Castillo pitches for us. So I think he's probably our most reliable pitcher. We pick up Trevor Bauer from the Indians. And Trevor Bauer had been pitching pretty well this year for the Indians. Until we picked him up. And he's still pitching. I mean, listen, he's still probably an upgrade over anything else that we had. But he's not as dominant as I kind of thought he was going to be. But it is early yet. And they probably are messing with his swing, messing with various aspects of his game, trying to tweak things. That's what coaches like to do. So maybe just a little growing pains and whatnot. I don't know, pitching is forever and a day our weak spot, isn't it? Here is an autograph coming out. It is National Baseball Hall of Fame, it says. And this is Jeff Idelson. So is he like the president of that or what? He is the Director of Public Relations and Promotions for the National Baseball Hall of Fame. So he's going to roll right on up there with Mr. Umpire, and he will hang out in that housekeeping area. He'll be another one up for grabs using random.org. So there'll be two of them floating around that everybody will have a shot to hit. Wouldn't you like to be a product designer at Topps? Or whatever you, I mean, I don't know what their actual title is, but like the person who decided, like, this is what archive is going to look like this year, and that sort of thing. I think that would be fun. So we have another autograph on the 50th anniversary of the Expos, which will, of course, go to the Nationals. So they've got a pair of them already. And Tim Burke is this one. So I guess probably the Nationals are going to do pretty well this year in this product, it would seem. It's like there's going to be lots of opportunities to pull your 50th anniversary Expos autographed and otherwise. All right, that was box number 3. Here comes box number 4. What's the best thing any of you have seen come out of archives so far today? Who's seen some fire come out? And what was it, if you did see it? You know, I hope YouTube will let me upload a file this large. This is going to be a huge file. I just thought about that due to the length of the break. Man, I hope they don't mess with me and say I can't do it. Surely they won't. I don't know. I've never done a break that's gone over 3 hours before. I've done right near 3 hours, but I've never gone over 3 hours before. But I think we're going to be tonight. I guess we'll find out shortly what that means in terms of getting it uploaded, won't we? Yeah, we will when I try to do it a little bit later. And here we have another, looks like another umpire kind of guy, but is it the same guy? It's a different guy, right? Yeah, it's a different guy. So another umpire. So we have 3 autographs up in housekeeping that will end up going out using random.org. Oh, Ryan, you saw a Shohei Ohtani magazine cover signature. Oh, that's awesome, because that's the case hit, yeah. And so that is very cool. So this, but signed. I like that. Yeah, that's a nice one for sure. Jake Bowers and the Indians numbered to 175. Our other one like that was Harrison Bader, who I think got sent back down to the minors, didn't he? Or did he? I don't watch a lot of Cardinals, but I think he did. I wouldn't 100% swear to it, but I believe so. Hey, do you happen to know, Ryan, did Aquino hit a home run or anything today? It's been, I forgot how many at bats he's had that without hitting one. They said it the other day because, there for a while he was just hitting them like crazy. And then he's had, I don't remember how many at bats over the course of a couple of games where he hadn't hit one. So I'm wondering if he hit one today. I hope he did. But even if he didn't, I don't care. I like that kid. And truthfully, I didn't follow him that closely in our farm system. I mean, I really didn't expect him to be as good a hitter as he's been since he came back up. He just was up like one game or something last year. But he has a strange batting stance, a very strange batting stance. But hey, works for him, so there you go. Speaking of strange stances, did you guys watch the Sunday night game? So they played it on the field where they had the Little League World Series, and Craig Kimbrell came in to do a little inning of relief pitching. And there were all these kids that were apparently right, according to the announcers, right behind home plate, that every time Kimbrell would get ready to throw, he has that super weird sort of karate kid kind of stance going on. So all these little kids right behind home plate would mimic his stance every time he got in it. And I think that's hilarious because the announcer said it was like right in his line of vision. So every time he would look towards home plate, there'd be this whole group of kids doing that. I thought that was priceless. How about Mario Mendoza and the Pirates? That is numbered to 99. Strong Crosby says, why would Topps think anybody would want umpire autographs? Well, that's the thing about archives. There's always stuff like that in here. Like autographs of statisticians, autographs of baseball fans. As I mentioned, autographs of the guy who used to go around and probably still does go around and try to, collect home run and foul balls from all the different ballparks. And there are always extraneous things like that in archives, and you do generally find a couple of them per case, sometimes more, sometimes less, but it's not uncommon in archives. It's kind of a thing. And surprisingly, some of that stuff will resell pretty well. Now, I've not checked for an umpire, but like some of the fan cards that have been in past years. Now, when I say pretty well, you might get $15, $20, $25 for it, something like that, which honestly, there's player autographs you can pull worth less than that, frankly. So sometimes they come out all right. Now, I don't know about umpires. I haven't looked that up. So I don't really know how well that would resell, but I don't know. Check it out. You might be surprised. Might do better than we think it would. Archives has its own little world. All right, so here we are in our fifth and final box of this break. So that is last box mojo time officially. Let's see if we can pull some fire out of here. Ryan, you said Aquino got a hit but no home run. All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate you giving me the 411 on all that tonight. All right, let's see what we can find. Make it, maybe we'll find something super awesome in here. That would be the goal, wouldn't it? I really wouldn't mind breaking this by the full case other than the sorting and the shipping. I mean, this is not one that takes forever to break. So, and I like looking at all the various designs, card designs in here and stuff. So I don't know, maybe we'll somewhere down the road do this in a full case quantity and on like a Saturday or a Sunday or something. We might. Another Expo's 50th. We'll see how long it takes me to sort it. That really tells the story more so than the amount of time to break it. It's the amount of time to sort it and ship it that really tips the scale one way or another. Because it's super easy to fall behind on shipping without even realizing it. Like, that's why I'm not breaking tomorrow night, because we're opening so much stuff tonight. It would be bad news if I didn't schedule off a night or two here or there to try to make sure we don't get too far out of the realm on shipping. Elvis Andrus for the Texas Rangers should be numbered here. And it is numbered to 175. Is that Ryan O'Hearn going to be numbered? Yes, it is, to 99. Kansas City Royals. Wow, Nationals are absolutely cleaning up tonight. This is your third Expos 50th anniversary autograph out of here. This is Steve Rogers. So that is crazy. That tells me the Nationals are going to be really prominent in terms of hits in archives this year. I mean, I would have expected to have found a few of them, but we've seen 3 out of 5 boxes that were 50th anniversary Expos autographs. That's a lot, in my opinion, percentage-wise. All right. He tried to jump off my pile, and you, Carlos Martinez, were stuck behind him, and then you, Brian Anderson, stuck behind him. And the Cubbies have Steve Stone as another broadcaster, so it's a couple of Cubs broadcasters have come out, and then several Expos / Nationals, a couple of umpires, and another guy. So we will, of course, after we look through the rest of this, use random.org to give out our umpires and our, whoever that other guy was, Hall of Fame guy, or like ran the Hall of Fame, or I don't know, whatever it was, I can't recall. But we'll get him here in a minute. Give him out that way. There's another Ichiro. There's lots of Ichiros in here and various parallels. So, of course, find plenty of those to go around. Some will be Mariners, some will be Marlins, I guess. I would assume, anyway, since they seem to be doing a little career retrospective of him. So I would imagine Vlad Guerrero Sr. is in here, right? Wouldn't we think? As an Expos autograph possibility. I would think that he would be. You never know, I guess, but... All right. So before we recap it, we do have these various autographs to disperse using random.org. So let's do this guy first. This is Jerry Lane, the umpire, and he's going to go first. Now this is pretty easy stuff the way we do this. It's just coming over here and copying all of the teams from the spreadsheet. And then we're going to roll over here to random.org and paste it in. And of course I will scroll down through it to show you that everything got pasted in there. And because we have 10 or more items in our list, we'll do random just one single time. Whatever team ends up in the number one bidding spot or number one spot after we randomize will take home MLB umpire Jerry Lane. All right, good luck, everybody. It is headed to the Giants, San Francisco Giants. So I tell you what, let's get this loaded up. Oh, shoot. I forgot to switch you back, didn't I? Yeah, I did. All right, so he's in there, and we're going to go ahead and label him up on the back of a top loader there as the San Francisco Giants by way of random.org, MLB umpire Jerry Lane. Now, if I can not knock things over, that might be helpful, mightn't it? We will do this baseball Hall of Fame dude here coming up next, Jeff Idelson. He's going to be the next one going out. Same deal. We're going to go to random.org and go through a rinse and repeat sort of deal here. So back to home, back to randomize, paste in the same list, scroll through it. And here we go. Good luck. This one is the Cleveland Indians. All right, let me get him labeled up. Indians are ready to go. Which now will bring us to our last little umpire. And that's this happy fellow here, Laz Diaz. He doesn't look real happy, does he? I wonder if umpires are ever happy when they're calling a game. My guess is they're probably not. I bet they catch a lot of grief. So one more time, we're going to roll through it again. Randomizing our list, pasting in our team list, scroll through it. Good luck randomizing. Here we go. It comes out to the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Rays taking home umpire Laz Diaz. Now we can recap archives before we sign off here for tonight. And then after we recap, I will put up spreadsheet information one final time. For anybody who might have missed it, your shipping dates and all that stuff will be coming up here shortly. Ryan O'Hearn to 99, Kansas City Royals. Elvis Andrus for numbered to 175 for the Rangers. Jake Bowers numbered to 175 for the Indians. Harrison Bader to 175 for the Cardinals. These that we just gave out by way of random, the Tampa Bay Rays get umpire Laz Diaz. The San Francisco Giants get umpire Jerry Lane. The Cleveland Indians get National Baseball Hall of Fame guy Jeff Idelson. And of course, you know, I wrote on the top loaders there. I did not write on the card, and in that case, not the sleeve either. Steve Stone, broadcaster for the Cubs. All Expos go to the Nationals because the former Expos are the current Nationals. So Steve Rogers to the Nationals. The Pirates with Mario Mendoza to 99. The Expos / Nationals with Tim Burke. The Yankees with Fred Stanley. Another Cubs announcer here with Pat Hughes to 150. And another Expos / Nationals, Jeff Facero. I really don't know how to say his name, but anyway. All right, so let's put our spreadsheet information up here for one final little pass through in case you jumped in somewhere along the way, which frankly I would have if I were you. It's been a long one tonight. So expecting this stuff to be out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday. As always, if I can get something out the door sooner than the date you see listed, I will gladly do that. Meanwhile, everybody in archives, I'm sure all the teams pull cards in here, so you don't have to worry about consolation cards. But if you were in one of the earlier breaks and you did not pull cards, meaning not even a single base card, you will still get a package in the mail. And because it is a paid shipping break, it will ship with the rest of the break, and it will have consolation card or cards in it for you. So you won't go home completely empty-handed no matter what. The days ahead, what does it look like? Tomorrow night is an off night. Friday night, we're going to do Majestic Football by the full case and Chronicles Baseball by the full case. On Saturday, we're going to tackle a little encased basketball in a half case break. I'll get it out in a minute. As well as a 16-box master case of unparalleled football, which is 2 8-box inner cases. On Sunday, we're going to do a 12-box inner of certified football. On Monday, we're going to do a 12-box case of optic baseball. So it's going to be busy, busy, kids. If I do not, of course, I'm off tomorrow night, so I won't see anybody tomorrow night. But if I don't see you again on Friday night, I hope that you do have a good weekend. We're almost there. It's hump day anyway. And meanwhile, I'm going to be busy sorting and hoping that I can get this out to you on time or maybe ahead of schedule if we get really lucky. Jim, you said, did you have the Cubs in here? If you did, then that's good. Maybe that helps helps make up a little bit that you didn't get the booklet in Origins. I know. I hated that. I hated that there were 6 wonderful autographs on one booklet, and I knew 5 people were going to be unhappy and only 1 person would be happy. But sadly, that happens to us sometimes. But anyway. So, and Frank, you like Topps Archives. I know, it is a fun little product, isn't it? So, it is always fun to open archives. And Ryan, you're out of here too. Well, good night to you. Good night to everyone. Thank you again for joining me in this marathon of a break. I hope you have a good week ahead, a good weekend ahead, and I will be back at it on Friday night. So until then, I'm signing off. We'll catch you the next time. Bye now.